what have you.
Reset my timer, put it back to 69.
Nice.
Also, I'll try credit swap. Someone say go.
Go.
Nah, rats. Next time.
Next time for sure.
Hell.
What'd I do?
Said go at the wrong time.
Oh, man. I did, didn't I? Well, this is good because Will is just, meandering around through the game. We have game audio coming through the stream as opposed to like
Nice.
dead silence and me like typing. So it's
Yeah,
good.
that's a good thing.
I think so too.
I'll go for boxlet, because why not? Ooh, that makes for an interesting... The
I
crocs...
would, but I don't want to look like an idiot. I'm just gonna go for the shakedown instead.
I'm thinking the cross-country, you can do a double box sled, do one on the way back as well.
Oh, jeez.
It would work, but
The hitherto
Figure that out on the
unseen
fly.
reverse
Oh.
box sled.
I should take out the dudes, though.
Hey, Polly.
They'll get them.
How we doing? Good to see you. Hope you're doing well. We are just getting ourselves all set up over here. Yeah, well, I'm doing well. I think these folks are doing well too. I think that they're eager to get some races going. So,
Yo.
we have Will Bobsled and Seirea in the voice chat.
There's a woohoo. Thank you, Celine, for the woohoo. You messed me up, though. I had 6 straight perfect shakedowns to start.
Lady Yells is here. Hi, Lady Yells.
No, that was not your fault, Celine. Don't worry. I was kidding. I'm sorry. But welcome. I hope you enjoy.
I know, Liberty. I'm sorry. No redemptions tonight.
No!
I'm
Well,
sure.
Liberty, Liberty, you can come to my stream and do it.
Yeah. Do you know how to spell farts in with the character set you have
they
available
just-
to you?
In the Japanese version, they just give me hearts.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Farts are hearts. I get you. That makes sense. Lady Yells, thank you so much for contributing marbles to the 150% deathless emulation speed Marble Madness Run challenge. I garbled that, so. But yeah, so welcome folks in. This is the best of 21. Our competitors, Will Bobsled and SeireaSong, are going to be doing a bunch of River City Ransom races for you on the Famicom version, which is a Downtown Neketsu Monogatari, because it has the easy difficulty level. It's a difficulty level that's not available on the US version. It's true, Lady Yells. It's very true. I did the PogChamp picture at the right time. the hair has thinned and fallen since then even. So but yeah, they're gonna do some easy JP races. This is a best of 21. Literally. That's why the title works. It's not only the best of 2021, but it's also a best of 21. So we're gonna do up to 21 races until somebody gets 11 wins. These two are very close as far as their caliber. If I bring up a tail of the tape here, you'll see a little bit of extra information about the two of them as we work our way across the different River City Ransom leaderboards. Will Bobsled is the world record holder for the novice difficulty, whereas SeireaSong is number 2 on that leaderboard. Conversely, on the Easy JP board, SeireaSong is number 1 and Will is number 2. And just to round it out with a little bit of additional RCR experience that both of them have, on the RCR EX leaderboard, this is the GBA version. It's the GBA version, right, Seirea?
Yes, that's correct.
Yeah, thanks, Will.
Sorry, could you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay, I wonder if my yep got eaten, so I need to turn down my sensitivity.
Might be, not sure. I did not hear the yep, but that's okay.
Okay.
But
Alright.
on the, yeah,
But anyway,
on the primary category for River City Ransom EX, which is any percent wussy no cheats, SeireaSong is number 1 on that leaderboard, and willbobsled is number 3. AI Snake, thank you so much for that raid coming in hot. I appreciate it. Hey Hoodie, thanks for the good luck. Snake, what were you streaming tonight? Thanks so much for the raid. And yeah,
thanks, Len.
as far as the main single player categories of RCR and RCR EX go, Will Bobsled has a clean sweep of world records in the main RCR categories, while SeireaSong has a clean sweep of all of the RCR EX categories. So again, 2 seasoned RCR speedrunners are ready to show you what they've got. In, frankly, just a not well-known category of the game that I think, arguably could have been the most popular category if it had only been included in the US release. So, I'm going to bring us over to the race screen here. So as you can see, you've got me. How's it going, folks? I'm here now. And we also have Will and Say. Their streams are up. They're doing some warm-up stuff. And by warm-up stuff, I mean they're just messing around, having a good time. Hey, FBS, how we doing? Let's go. Let's go indeed. Thanks. Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I'm looking forward to seeing us get started on this for sure. So yeah, folks, whenever you folks are ready, we can get cracking. I've got my tea. I got my tea. I'm good to go.
Oh my god, you got it, didn't you? Did you get it first try, Will?
Third and fourth try. I was rusty.
Oh.
Hey Scoots, how we doing? Let's go. Oh, also, while I'm thinking of it, folks, I do have one new emote out there. I have a new emote, Yells Lost. Feel free to check that one out. So I got because they gave us a few extra emote slots, so I'm thinking about ideas for using them, but that was a good one that I could come up with for now. Doc for Prez, thank you so much for the 1-bit. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well. I hope I find them too, FBS. That's why I'm putting it out. I'm putting the word out on the milk cartons. Hopefully they'll turn up soon. I'm finally making the effort.
Yeah.
So yes. So yes, runners, if I can have you get to the ransom note. Looks like Will's already over there. Say as soon as you are ready to go, head on over to the ransom note and we can kick off the first race. First of potentially 21 races.
I have a name redemption I have to take care of.
Yep, hearts and farts. Let's go.
Liberty would like Ryan, or Ricky, to be named Hart. Much love, everybody.
Okay, are you both ready?
Ready to go. Good luck, Say.
Good luck, Will. Let's do it.
Alrighty, I am going to count you in from 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, oh good, the sync is looking really nice, which is good. Hey Kvid, how we doing? So again, this is River City Ransom, this is the Easy JP version. So this is the easy difficulty, which means that everybody is a lot weaker than we're used to seeing them. This is, frankly, a really good introductory category for River City Ransom. Hey, Lucky Sky Diamond, how we doing? Hope you're doing well. A little bit of grossness from frat guys there on Say's screen, but we're getting to Roxy at roughly the same time.
I was pretty scared there for a moment.
Yeah, that was pretty gnarly for a second there. Just a pair of chain guys, just having a good time. But yeah, so you'll notice, if you're familiar with the River City Ransom speedruns at all, you'll notice that the bosses in this particular difficulty die really fast. But first, we have to get the right gang, or at least not the wrong gang, in the warehouse. We don't want, I believe we don't want frat guys, but everybody else is okay. So it looks like Will's got some jocks, and Say's got
Squid's
some
pretty bad as
homeboys.
well.
And they're just taking care of business here, setting up for the Rocco fight. And it's a throw, and a run, and a kick, and he's dead. Just like that. See that? Poof. Well done, both of you. Into the death warp, and out we go. And then, so the route for this is the same as the route for all the other difficulties as well. It's very linear in that way, by being non-linear. But again, you see Blade just dies, like, you know, you do the same setup that we do on other difficulties, and it's just one throw, a couple of chain shots, and he's just dead. And now they both have a chain.
Empty dump.
Yeah, empty dump hype. They both have a chain, and they want to hold on to that chain as best they can. This is the run to Turk. Oh, rip the chain on Will's side.
I almost jumped into the pit.
Oh yes, that's true. Yeah, we're keeping track of deaths in this category because they are staggeringly few. You know, you almost have a better chance of killing yourself in this game than you do of having any of the actual enemies kill you, with the exception of maybe the twins and Simon at the end. But everybody else, you can suffer their indignities a bit. Say getting a whole mess of bad luck here. Just give me a gang that drops money. I need money. Meanwhile, Will dispatching Turk, jumping into the lead here, and clearing out the mob here in Mojo's room. As Say now with the right amount of money dropping gang members has the squids to deal with for Mojo's room, but no big deal here. Will has dispatched Mojo. Mojo giving Say a little bit of a rough time, but all managed. Will purchasing Stone Hands, but he's not going to equip Stone Hands just yet, because there's a little bit of a time save that might be new for some people who, if they've been watching me play last year, new time saves abound even since then, which is pretty crazy. So you'll see Will execute the time save right here. If you menu at the door transition in the factory, when you come out of that menu, there's no fade out. It immediately just takes you to the next screen. Boom, like that. So big time save there, you know. So again, here is the Kobayashi fight. 2 Stone Hands rounds and just a brass knuckle to the head, and poof, down he goes. How's it going, Yuri and Nikki and RM Sin? Good to see you all. Hope everybody's doing great. Now, Will getting a little bit of bad luck in the Burb Village, but onto the exterior of the high school. Now it's time to fight Ivan. Ivan's down in 4 rounds. Say just starting up the Ivan fight right now. Will getting cowboys in the downstairs of the gym. A little bit rude, but manageable. Looks like Say's got some plague issues here in the gymnasium, but also not a huge deal. Otis is down on Will's side. Will setting up for the gymnasium jump. Nails it first try. Well done. Up to the top floor he goes. Say about to do the gymnasium jump. Did not get the first try, but nailed the backup right onto the hoop. Excellent recovery. Will engaging the twins. Again, the twins are a little bit scary at times, but on Easy JP, it's still a bit more manageable. So here we go, on to the Simon fight. Weirdly enough, you know, Simon is technically, this is his second easiest version. The easiest version of Simon is on advanced difficulty, which is very strange, but true. And so Will finishes with a 545. Simon is down on Say's side, but it's going to look like more like a 550 something. So 556 for Say. GG to Will. Will is the winner of race number 1.
Nice to take the lead. Let's see how long I can hold on to it for.
Oh boy. So I spent about 10 seconds trying to get a gang that wasn't the homeboys, the frat boys, or an empty room in Turk's room. And then the gang that the game gave me was the internationals. So that's how my run went.
Yeah, that was pretty gross.
I was mostly lucky. I had jocks in the warehouse, but they were fairly cooperative. And yeah, I lost my chain to a deadly pattern in downtown, but otherwise I got a new chain from the mob in Turk's room. So yeah, not a bad start. Every race is going to be a close race, I feel.
I hope so. for my sake.
Well, again, that was a really good showing. Again, Say just had a bit of bad luck there. There's not really much more to it than that. You know, Will lost the chain.
21 attempts.
Yep.
It could.
That's
There could be a fairly big luck component. So
yeah, it's literally all it takes. Hey Patak, how we doing? Good morning to you. Hope you are well. All right, I'm gonna ask the runners to please work their way back to. Hey, hold on. There's a gnat in here. Did I get it? No, I didn't get it. There's a gnat floating around. My goal for the stream is to kill that gnat by the 21st race. So go ahead and get yourselves back to the ransom note. Well, the good thing, Lady Yells, is that like my corner is the brightest light right now. So it's drawn over here right now. So I'm gonna get a few chances at it. Okay.
Thanks for the heart, Liberty, and Hey King Slayer. It's going all right.
All right.
Try
So
and take this next one.
yes, best of luck to you both. Are you both ready?
ready to go.
I'm ready.
Excellent. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna have you start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Hey Destro, how we doing? All right, race number 2. Off we go. Will is a 1-0 lead, but let's see if he can hold it, or if Say can tie it back up. So you saw how close the last race was. There was a little bit of back and forth, so we'll see if there is similar back and forth this time. It's the slight variations in gangs that they're encountering. Here's the spot last time where Say fell behind, and it happens again. A couple of brief little knocks there. It's not as bad as it was last time with the double chain action, but you know, probably maybe about a second right there. Oh, that's weird, Destro. So I don't have alerts on right now, but yeah, I don't see that in my activity feed either. So rats.
Uh-oh. Oh yeah, it's easy. Without wasting my time.
Yes, Will running into the mob at the warehouse exterior that under any other circumstance would be potential for death, but instead, because it's Easy JP, they just kind of knocked him once and he goes, oh, never mind.
Oh my goodness.
Yo, there it is, Destro. Thank you so much for the tier 1 sub and the 3 months of support. There it is. Hope you're doing well. Say getting a little bit of bad spawn luck here with the jocks. Will is through the death warp and off toward Blade.
Missed the Rocco coin though.
Down a coin, okay. Good to know.
So maybe a Thor backup. We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I've got the fight. Got distracted. I was too overzealous. So I need 80 coins. One homeboy should do the job and bring me back.
So again, Will missed a coin from Rocco. It's not worth as much as Rocco's coin would be worth because that coin pickup is pre-death warp, and when you die, you lose half your money.
Same bloody jock.
It's okay. So they are both chainless on the run to Turk here. Will stopping to kill a guy to pick up an extra coin to try to rebalance his cash. as he wants to be able to get to 3,000 yen in time for the store to buy stone hands. Will exiting the warehouse at the exact moment that Sei is entering the warehouse. Oh, and Sei just getting...
That's the second time I've gotten a double right pattern where I've gotten hit in that exact place on the glitchy wall that knocked me down.
That was a wicked bounce. Alright, so Will is through Turk here.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
I'll take him.
Okay. Again, a little bit of frame drops on Will's side, but that's okay. I'm sure it will resolve. So, looks like I can fix this. There's a little bit of desync now, but that's okay. I should be able to fix the desync.
Amusingly, I got internationals in Mojos. If I hadn't got the homeboy coin, I would have had a perfect change.
Oh, wow.
For stone.
Alright, so, yeah, desync resolved. Sei's just buying stone hands now. And Will is on his way into the factory as we speak. Will getting greeted with a kick to the midsection when he tries to do the factory jump. No big deal. How's it going, Sir Crunch? How's it going, J. Fred? Alright, Will entering the Kobayashi fight now. Punch, punch, throw, and dead. And Sei doing the equip menu here to sneak through the factory door without any fade out. Will getting a rude a rude squids pattern in front of Ivan, but well managed. Sei entering Ivan's room right now, getting a very split internationals pattern, but managing it well. Hey Ballsy, how we doing? A very clean gymnasium clear from Will as he heads over to Otis. Sei about to enter the high school right now. Sei getting a plague pattern and managing it quite well. Will hitting the gymnasium jump first try again. Hey Paul, how's it going? GG again to Paul. Paul was featured in the Summoning Salt video for Wii Sports the other day, or yesterday. So if you haven't watched the new Summoning Salt video, look for Paul in the mall. He's in there. Hey Marbo, how we doing? Alright, twins are down on Will's side. Going into that last fight, as Sei enters the twins fight. It's just a little bit of obnoxiousness from some unfortunate situations on Sei's side is going to lead to Will taking the second race.
The consistent 545.
Yeah, the weirdly consistent 545 on Will's side and 601 on Seirea's side. So GG to both runners. Hey, Smitty, thank you so much. Smitty, thanks for the Prime Gaming sub and the 37 months of support. Hope you're doing well. So, Paul, in this particular category, SeireaSong is the world record holder. Although they both have been world record holders of this category, and their PBs are very close. So yes, sorry. Go ahead, runners, if you have any comments about how that one went.
Thanks, Drogs.
Yeah,
That's all I have to say.
Was it Jocks in the warehouse that caused the time loss?
Yep, and I had to try and go and kill the second guy on the other side, and he was walking into the wall until I got onto the platforms, and then he walked away, so that when I had to collect the coin, I had to scroll the screen and split them on the other side.
Rats. Yeah, I
Guaranteed 15-second at least time loss.
Yeah, they were very misbehaving.
I missed the Rocco coin, but I collected the extra mob coin outside in the pre-warehouse, so it was only an 80 yen deficit, which I made back on the way. So, Yeah, I mean, considering that I had to get an extra coin, the 5:45 is a pretty good time. But,
Indeed. That is for sure.
Still early days.
Yep.
Can't start doing
had
boxing quite
1590.
yet.
Ah. Update, I missed the gnat again. Rats. Okay.
Nice.
Gnats.
You need a chain.
I do.
Range.
Yells gnats. Yeah, that is correct, Paul. Yeah, in the novice difficulty, the places are swapped where Will is the world record holder and Sei is second place. So yeah, go ahead and navigate back to the ransom node again, and we'll kick off race number 3. What we're gonna do is we'll do 5 races, and then we'll give the runners a short break, and then we'll come back and continue onward. You know, in my head, it's a lot like professional darts, which I've watched a lot of recently. They do 5 legs and then they take a little breather, go to commercial. It all makes sense in my head, and that's what counts. As long as it makes sense in my head. Okay. Runners, are you ready?
Radio.
I'm ready.
Okay, excellent. Okay, let's get started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Almost completely forgot when I was supposed to start. I remembered right at the right moment.
Excellent. All right, here we go. Game number 3. We've seen some unfortunate warehouse luck on Sei's side. We've seen some unfortunate Turk room luck on Sei's side. Let's see if things go a little bit differently this time. Sei got an upgrade. No more frat guys in the dump. Now it's time for mob in the dump, apparently.
Wow.
Yeah.
They cost me less time.
Oh, that was incredible. Yeah, absolutely, Patak. Also, how's it going, Cub? Good to see you. Mushroom Powers, thanks for contributing marbles to the challenge. Alright, so this time we're looking at maybe like a half a second difference, something like that. Give or take. We'll see how the warehouse behaves. I say ironically. Actually, it's probably not ironic. I probably got that wrong, but that's okay. So we have... looks like... I believe this is jocks in the warehouse for both of them. So... a bit more cooperative this time, in both accounts. So that's good. Alright. Rocco is down on Will's side. And with a kick. Now is down on Sei's side as well. Looks like they both got the coin this
I
time.
saw that pattern, Will. That was really nice.
And off we go to Blade. And Blade is dead on Will's side. And only about a couple more chain swings and a throw away. And dead on Sei's side. Let's see if anybody can successfully carry the chain this time. We've been 0 for life here on both streams, trying to keep the chain for the run to Turk. And just miserable patterns on Seirea's side. You hate to see it. So 1 chain down, 1 chain to go, though. We'll see if Will can carry this the rest of the way. No pressure, Will. Oh, there it goes.
Of course.
Will having a little difficulty with the skid cancel in the warehouse. That's gonna let Sei catch up a little bit here. Yeah, 0 for 6, baby. How's it going, Mecha?
Wait. What is that? He's not even the punch guy.
No.
Okay. I still have 6 bars of health.
Yeah. Will, Will receiving a beatdown in Turk's room that would make any other difficulty blush. But in this case, it's fine. However, it was enough of a delay to have Seirea has taken the lead going into Mojo's room. Seirea with a nice, calm, clear with homeboys there. And now Mojo is down. So Sei is gonna purchase stone
I
hands
wrongly
here.
assumed I didn't have enough money.
Yeah, I did see that. I saw the chain pickup again. I was like, okay, well, probably just being safe.
Just lost like 30 seconds in the middle game.
This room. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah,
that guy
but-
just did a cool trick.
I
Oh,
got
yeah.
caught in a stun lock. I still have 5 bars of health.
That was an epic stun lock. Like, it made me cringe for a second until I remembered the difficulty level. Like, oh, he'll be okay.
4 times over. It was.
Oh, thanks.
All right, so Sei has dispatched Kobayashi and is exiting the factory. Will doing the menuing for stone hands now, in the transition from factory room 1 to 2. Oh, sorry to hear about that, Mecha, but I'm glad you're here. All right, let's see what kind of pattern. So now, again, no comfortable internationals pattern outside of Ivan's room. We got a bunch of weapons and some squids, but Sei handles it very well. Will on his way to the exterior of the high school now, as Sei entered. Oh, looks like he's got cowboys greeting him at the exterior of the high school, so that's lovely. Again, more than manageable. Speaking of manageable, Sei is all over these folks in the gym, and here comes the Otis fight. Easy peasy. Let's see this gymnasium jump. Second try. Very good. And up we go. Sorry about that, Ballsy, but I need to be able to hear.
Where are you going?
Alright, Will onto the Otis fight. Otis is down. Sei running to the twins. Oh, Will does not land the gymnasium jump, but does the skid cancel back up onto the hoop. Well done. Very nice backup there. The twins are down on Sei's side. Will clearing the top floor. As Will runs to the twins, Sei will be finishing off Simon. So it looks like Seirea is going to take game 3 here with a 5:48. GG Sei. Let's
GG Sei.
see this solid
Oops,
finish
that's
here from
really-
Will.
That's the one.
GG, Will. I didn't see what happened in the mid game. I did. I saw your warehouse though, and it looked like you had a perfect handling of the double right jocks.
Yeah, I had the most consistent pattern, but I lost basically all of my time. I mean, I ended at plus 28 on my PB, and I lost 29 seconds in the middle game, and another 5 seconds from platforming. So everything was good except for the middle
Yeah,
game,
so-
unfortunately.
That
But,
is what world record pace looks like, everybody. Until Turk, Will was on world record pace.
Oh,
Close
to answer the question in chat, Mecha asks, why do we finish the twins separately? If the twins both die at the same time, there's a 10-second dialogue box that you have to sit through, like a series of dialogue boxes that you can't skip, as they talk about how strong you are and how wonderful you are and how much, they wish the best for you in your continued search for Ricky's girlfriend. And you don't care. You just want to finish the run. So but if you kill them in alternating, if one of them is a coin while the other one dies, then it doesn't trigger the text and you can just leave. So yo, Sumwest, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub and the 51 months of support. Thank you so much. Great to see you. It is indeed good tech. It's good tech. It's old tech, but oldie but goodie for sure. So again, GG to Sei, the winner of game 3. So it's now 2-1 in favor of Will.
On the board.
On the board.
No sleeps today.
Will, what wacky time of day is it for you? Is being asked in the chat.
It is 14:35. Yeah, 2:30 in the afternoon.
2:30 in
Not
the
too
afternoon.
crazy.
That's afternoon. It's fine. Let's see. We're lucky that Will is far enough in the future that it's afternoon, and this isn't like 5 in the morning for him. He's not in Europe somewhere or anything. So, shout outs to Patak. Well, okay, yeah, he's streaming at a normal time. He's not streaming at his normal time, but he is streaming at a normal time. So, normal is all relative. Also, hey Jove, how we doing? Hey Ninpo, good to see you. Trying to keep up with everybody. Good to see everyone. Ogre, thank you for contributing marbles. Paul, thank you for contributing marbles. Appreciate it, folks. I see both people here at the ransom note say if you could just reset your timer, we would be made in the shade here. Fantastic. Okay. Are both of you ready?
Ready to go.
For sure.
Excellent. Okay. Well, without further ado, we're going to start game 4 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
That time I was thinking about it, but then I still missed it. So sorry.
No,
I'm about a second and a half behind, but my timer's correct.
Your timer's correct. I will resync you folks. It's a-okay. It's not a
And
problem.
then you'll have to resync me again the next race.
Of course. No, it's fine. This is all about...
PJs.
It's all about fairness here, so... Let me just make sure I can
PJs
see...
and Brave Snuggles, and thank you for the good luck, Red.
That's pretty good. Pretty good there.
I got hit like 3 times in the dump once again.
Okay. Looks like the sync is pretty good here. Do I miss running this game, Ballsy? I do. I do. And if I ever finish with Marble Madness, I'll go back to it at some point. After I take care of a certain magical weapon of some kind. Let's see. Oh, empty dump. Empty warehouse exterior for Will, which means he's going to get homeboys in the warehouse. Getting homeboys in the warehouse as well, which is good. This is favorable gang spawns. So, we'll see how all of this goes. Looks like Will is a little bit ahead here, going into the Rocco fight. One misbehaving homeboy on Sei's side, gonna cost him a little bit of time. But,
the coin.
Okay, so Sei is behind on time and also down a little bit of cash. So we'll have to arrange for a solution to that as the run continues. Luckily, there are lots of opportunities to pick up a little bit of extra spare cash on your way. You can either just kill an extra gang member or two along the way, or if you want to be really safe and they'll cost you a little bit of extra time, you can actually reroute when you get Stonehands. You can kill Thor or Kobayashi first and then pick up Stonehands. So it's up to you as the runner. You have a little bit of flex. Looks like Sei is going to take the route of killing a couple folks on the bridge. That looks like it'll do it. I'm no math wizard, but I think we're there. Really rude frat guys there too. Will navigating through the factory, or through the warehouse rather, and goodbye to Sei's chain. We hardly knew ye.
It even fell into the pit for good measure.
Yeah, it did. All right, Will has successfully carried the chain. Go ahead.
I've gotten double right spawns on the second pass in the factory every single time so far. That one caused me a lot of trouble with the lag.
Indeed, yeah. The warehouse has been a big old mess for Sei for the most part. This so far, all of these runs pretty much.
Almost
Will,
made a mistake.
Will, on the other hand, here, with a good recovery, did manage to be the first runner to carry the chain all the way to Turk's room. So we're 1 for 8. So yeah, 1 for 8 on carrying the chain. Will is on his way to the factory. Sei on their way to the store. Sei gonna purchase Stonehands right now, and then he'll head over to the factory from there. Will entering the menu on the door transition. Again, this saves a bit of time, because when you exit the menu while you're in the door transition, it just goes to the next room. There's no fade out. Will gonna take out Kobayashi right here real quick. With a brass knuckle to the back of the head. I guess maybe it's the top of the head since he's laying down. Either way, we can discuss specifics later. Will headed to Burb Village while Sei is equipping Stone Hands and head to Kobayashi himself. So, Will getting a bit of a gnarly Burb Village pattern there, but again, everything is manageable on Easy JP, which is why this is such a good speedrun, and I can't recommend it enough. Will getting
3 seconds ahead of PB.
nice.
Go, dude. Come on.
Would you like some quiet time?
No, it's okay.
No
I
worries.
just need good luck.
Yeah.
Squids! They're 5% wide.
You kidding me? River City Ransom.
Yeah, River City Ransom, everyone. Will was on PB pace. He may not be anymore after that squids pattern in the gymnasium, but we'll see what he can do with it. Did nail
And
the
Cowboys
gymnasium
upstairs will
jump.
kill the run.
Yeah. It's the glory of these speedruns is that you just get bad gang luck and the run pretty much just ends as far as getting a PB is concerned. Still going to be a very respectable time here, provided these last 2 boss fights go cleanly. So Will in the twins right now. Down and down. Easy peasy. Sei clearing out the top floor of all the rubbish. And as a parallel to, or like a juxtaposition of race number 3, Simon dying on the one screen as the twins die on the other. Just slightly faster on both accounts, like for both times there, as Will finishes with a 5:37. Fantastic time there.
Oh, wow. That's 1 second off of its PB.
That is 1 second away. That is a pretty crazy time for a race. Absolutely. Big GG's to Will.
Beat that ever in a race.
Yeah. And Sei finishing with a 5:56. So we're going
GG
to
say.
chalk up game 3
GG's,
to Will.
Great run. Squids.
Yeah, squids in the gym. They're a 5% chance, and they generally don't cooperate. Sometimes they can, but combined with cowboys upstairs, no one was running towards me, and who can blame them? And a punching machine. But there you go. Not bad. I'm less than a second behind my PB.
Indeed. Very, very clean run with a little bit of noise that you really didn't have any control over. So,
Yeah. Oh well, we can do better than that.
indeed.
Let's try it again.
Yeah, we're going to do one more race before we take give the runners a little bit of a breather. Like 5-minute breather, not like a ton of time or anything. Did I get the gnat that time? Like, I reached out for it with one hand, and I have my fist closed. Did I get it? Of course not, because it's a gnat, and it just avoids everything. Rats. Okay. Yells gnats. Alright, we're going to get started here on game 5. And yeah, I will be ready here, Sei, because like you said, I'm probably going to have to resync the both of you. Shouldn't be a problem.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah. Okay, excellent. So we've got both of you on the ransom note. So we're going to start race number 5 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Did it, Yells. I did it.
You did the thing. I am so proud of you. You know what? And it's just as well. It looks like Will is inadvertently dropping a couple of frames. Will almost resynced everything just by dropping frames. What a legend.
Thank you, Aussie Internet. I'll make sure I'll make sure to write a pleasant letter to my ISP for cooperating.
Indeed. Okay, so we are synced here. Looks like Sei is a teensy bit ahead, getting over to Roxy as we get into the real throes of Game 5 here.
Mm.
Again, the biggest
They finally let.
Go ahead.
Sorry. They finally let me through the dump, so I'm sure I'm about to pay for it in the warehouse. Let's see, but go ahead.
Yeah, well, that's just it. Like the biggest marathon luck point is just what gang you get in the warehouse. They can just be so inconsiderate. And it looks like the inconsiderateness
Check this
might be
out.
happening
Check
on
this
Will's
out.
side. It's having very uncooperative homeboys, of all things. But Will also having some bad luck with some mob spawns here. So we're going to see, like, they're both going to lose a bit of time here for sure. Looks like Will quite a bit more than Sei, despite Sei's totally uncooperative homeboy spawn that looked like it was going to be great and then was just trash. So, all right. So it's looking like, oh dear, okay. We're gonna get a little timestamp action here. So it looks like Blade is dead at 155 on Sei's screen and 159 on Will's. So you got about a 4-second difference here as they start the run to Turk. Let's see, we're at 1 for 8 on keeping the chain all the way to Turk. Let's see. 1 for 9, GG Will. Let's see if Sei can keep it going as Sei goes across the bridge and over toward the warehouse yet again. How's it going, Hypnobeam? Good to see you.
Oh yeah. I gotta remember, we're playing Easy JP.
Yep.
Internationals ain't no problem.
And we are 1 for 10. Yeah, GG Sei. It was a noble effort.
Thanks, man.
All right, Sei.
Where are you going, guys?
Yeah, Sei getting into Turk's room, and the mob just kind of ran off on her. On what the heck? On just kind of ran off on Sei there. What a mess. All right, Sei taking care of business on Turk rather easily, and he's off to Mojo's room. And Will also in Mojo's room now as well.
Lead mess up Mojo.
Lead pipe doing work on Mojo's room there. It got really close here all of a sudden, folks. that chain that Will managed to get, I believe, in Turk's room made a lot of a difference here. So now we're both shopping. Both shopping at the same time. It's nice to see this type of synchronization. Or close to. Maybe about Sei looks like he's hanging on to like a 1.5-second lead here going into the factory. Maybe 2 seconds. We get to see more simul menuing here, which is excellent, as they both equip Stone Hands and skip the fade out on the transition into Kobayashi's room. Okay. Kobayashi is down.
A lot of luck in the endgame patterns.
Sure will. Looks like Sei is ahead by about a full second. Going into Burb Village. Let's see what kind of Burb Village patterns we get. They both get let through. Sei gets a pretty nice internationals pattern. Will having to fend with some squids with weapons. Yeah, it looked like it could have been, yeah. Like, I'll leave it to the experts here on whether it's the best pattern. But yeah, Sei gonna pick up a second or two, extending his lead as we enter the gymnasium. Will getting a split spawn here for the remaining spawners in the gym. Unfortunate time loss there. Meanwhile, Sei kicking Otis in the head. Well, punching, but you get the idea.
Okay.
There you go, Sei, nailing the gymnasium jump, and he's off to the top floor. Sei dealing with a backpedaling plague member, just moonwalking out of sight for fun. And that actually let Will catch up a bit here. We've got dueling twins fights here. It is really close. Sei ahead by about 2 rounds in the fight. Will having to split them up a little bit. And that looks like it's probably going to make the difference. Sei keeping it clean this whole time, despite the fact that Will breathing down his neck, but to no avail. Sei is going to take race number 5. Comparatively, by not a lot of time here. Sei in with a 5:55, Will in with a 5:58. Get your GGs out for these two.
GG, Sei, very
GG's
nice.
Will.
Fantastic stuff.
Yeah, I had
Yeah, that was.
I had mobs.
Go ahead.
Mobs in the warehouse. The second one I thought might have run away. I gave him like an extra 2 seconds to hope that he'd run away, but he was just camping out. I managed to lure him closer to the wall to get the double left spawn for the second pair of mobs, but I think it was like a 145, 146 death warp at that point, so it was playing catch up after that, and yeah, by the sounds of it, you had problems there as well and maintained the lead. So, good game.
Very good
man.
stuff. Go ahead, say.
I don't know, like, what there is. The main thing, I think, was my mid-game. Like, nothing seriously wrong happened, but they just didn't cooperate at all. And so, from then on, it was just really, really close. Because it sounds like Will had a really nicely executed mid-game.
Yeah, the mid game was good, but once again, the end game, I had squids in Ivan's room. The third plague spawned on the left in the gym, and I lost Randy. He had to chase him down a bit as well.
Oh.
Yeah,
I got the
Yeah, and I got the best international pattern in Ivan's room, so that helped too.
Nice.
Yeah, it did look super clean, and that pretty much ends up being the difference maker. Like, Will had carved the lead down to like a second, basically like 1 full second going into that room, and that created enough space that even though you had that moonwalking plague member in the top floor, say it didn't close the gap enough.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, literally, like Say goes into the top floor, and this guy,
stop.
yeah, he just keeps backpedaling. And Say he just can't get in range.
Suddenly, the music in the room changes to dun 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 dun.
Oh, amazing stuff. Okay, so we're going to take a little 5-minute break. We're going to give the runners a chance to catch their breath, and then we'll be back. We'll pick it up. Race 6. It's Will Bobsled 3, SeireaSong 2. And hey, you all like stats, right? Let's go to Pop's race stats here. So you can see, let me start this timer here, for 5 minutes between races here. So again, it is Will Bobsled 3, it's SeireaSong 2. Will's best time so far tonight is a 5:37. Seirea's best time so far tonight is a 5:48. Average times, Will is averaging a 5:50, Say is averaging a 5:55, and no deaths to speak of yet. So we got lots more good stuff coming your way. But yeah, stick around. We'll be back with more. Okay, friends. Welcome back. I'm sure you didn't go anywhere, but I did, and it was lovely. So, so yeah, we are gonna get back to some more races in just a moment here. We're just gonna get ourselves resituated. So, want to make sure that the runners are good and ready. You know, we don't want to rush them here. It is a lot to asking them to just do run after run after run after run after run. But, you know, we will get it going very shortly. And again, just going over the stats again, you know, it's really close races so far. That last one in particular was super duper close. But again, Will leads 3 races to 2 through 5. Will's best time is 5:37, which again, as a reminder, is 1 second off of Will's PB. Sei's best time so far is 5:48. Average times, Will's averaging 5:50 and Sei's averaging 5:55. No unintentional deaths to speak of through 5 races. So, again, lots more good content to show you here. You know, lots of great stuff still to come. I hope everybody's as excited as I am. So yeah, let's go back to the race screen here. And let me see if I can get the runners back into the chat, so to speak.
I am here.
Excellent. Welcome
Hey
back,
now.
Sei. Welcome back, Will. Are you folks ready for some more RCR action or what?
Ready to go.
Fantastic. Okay. I too am ready. Okay, so
And
okay. Excellent. All right. Both runners at the ransom note, so I am going to kick this off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
good luck, Will.
Good luck, say.
All right.
Oh, I forgot about that.
So yeah,
The
Good
funny
first
thing
round.
about
Oh,
both of the other difficulties, other than novice, in both easy and advanced, you can't just tap right twice and look away from the screen. There's sometimes that they, especially Goof loves to throw a weapon at the back of your head.
see, I don't understand that concept anyway, because my version of RCR gives me frat guys on the first screen. I don't know what you guys are talking about.
Well, it's dangerous if you're not playing novice on a generic dude's
Yep.
cart.
It's dangerous to go alone, get punched in the face.
Goof, please.
your lad experienced that for the first time a few nights ago. We were in a stream, and he got a new cartridge of Downtown Niketsu Monogatari, and it was a frat guy's cartridge, so he was experiencing that.
Yeah, it's not free by any stretch. You have to concentrate on the first screen. It's the worst. All right, so again, going back to commentary here for Game 6. And Will and Sei are both into the warehouse. They both have homeboys spawns. Let's see. Ooh, that was very close on Sei's screen. He almost scrolled the screen too far before the second set of spawns, but fortunately, probably only a pixel or 2 away from having a bad time, and now we're having a good time. Rocco down on both screens.
Had a day.
Yeah, having a day over here. Both Roccos down in the low 130s. Both in Blade's room at the same time. Blade down at 144 on Sei's side, 147, 148 on Will's side. So we get like a 3-second difference as we enter the run to Turk. So again, we are currently tracking 1 out of 10. I'm sorry, 1 out of 11 on maintaining the chain all the way to Turk. Will abandoning his chain after getting kicked in the back at the dump. So we'll see if Sei can get his first successful chain to Turk. Never mind. Going into the warehouse now at 1 for 12. Another right side's double rights warehouse for Sei, but some lag, but no hits this time, and managed very well. Getting over to Turk's room now. And those are not the right gangs. There we go. Okay.
It's crate time.
I could have taken the homeboys, but I didn't want to deal with them being squirrely.
Understood.
It's probably the wrong decision.
So we've got... This is very
Bill's
close.
doing some awesome stuff over there.
Probably a little bit less than a second apart as they exited Turk's room. Some slightly different approaches here on Mojo's room. But they are pretty much going to enter the Mojo fight at the same time. Will having a little bit of difficulty with his crate, but all well in hand.
Nice.
And they both have 3,070 yen, which is enough for the 3,000 that they need to buy stone hands. Dueling shopping menus again. Yes, clearly Sei has a double right version of Downtown Niketsu Monogatari. That's the only logical explanation. Alright, in Sei goes to the factory. In Will goes to the factory. About, 2 seconds apart, give or take. Time for the menu.
Not going for the box sled, by the way.
I was gonna
Have to be holding
say,
it straight.
I wasn't saying anything, but... I wasn't saying anything. I was just gonna let it happen if it had to happen. Alright, looks like Sei is carrying a 2 or 3 second lead exiting Kobayashi. And onward to Burb Village for the next segment of the run here. We'll see how these internationals behave. They didn't. And then we've got some squids at the exterior. Meanwhile, Will's got not the best internationals pattern. Pretty slow internationals pattern outside of Ivan's room here. About
the woohoo, Bob.
a two round difference in the Ivan fight. Looks like Sei going through the door at 440. Will going through the door at 443. Pretty difficult clears on both screens for the gymnasium here. Sei nailing the gymnasium jump and Will following right after him as we go to the top floor. It's cowboys all around. Everybody loves cowboys, right? Alright, looks like Sei is entering the twins fight with about a 3 second lead, give or take. Very close again. Sei cleaning up. I said 3 seconds, I meant 2 seconds. Here we go, Simon time. 2 second difference. And it looks like Sei is going to take Game 6 and even up the series at 3-3. These times are getting frighteningly close here, though. 5:49 to 5:50. 1 second difference. Big GG's to Sei for winning Game 6.
GG's, Will.
Evening the series up.
The power of Bob's woohoo carried me into the victory.
I tried as I might. I tried to get those, shave those frames off, but couldn't quite catch you at the end there. But well played.
Like, let it be known that you did win that race in the coolness factor by completing the big game with the crate.
I didn't have a choice. I lost my chain as soon as I entered the dump to generic dudes.
Like, literally the first opportunity to lose the chain.
Easy JP, that is the one thing about this category. It's the difficulty mode where it seems nigh impossible to keep the chain all the way. Novice, it happens fairly often for me at least, but Easy JP, it just seems like they're all situated directly in the place where they need to be to end your chain run.
It does really feel like this category is like it's impossible to die, and it's also impossible to not lose the chain. Like this is your trade-off. You live forever, but you can't hold a weapon to save your life. Wonderful stuff. All the GGs in chat. Liberty asking what would happen if we actually called the phone number that shows up on the screen in town. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's the Technos Japan hotline.
Thank you to everybody hanging out in Yells' chat tonight. It's really cool.
Yeah, really appreciate folks hanging out. Like, we just, this is just, it's a really fun category of this game, and it just, the more exposure we can get to it, the better. Because frankly, I think that the novice category can be a little bit intimidating at times, and even with like safer strats to take and whatnot, the game does like to kill you, and on this difficulty, it has to try really hard to do that. So, and it's just not up for it most of the time, so it just makes it a lot more fun. Speaking,
the pit is the dangerous.
Yeah, just don't jump into the pit. No pit of shame,
Yes.
and you're good. Okay, so yeah, without further ado, I'm gonna say let's get everything set up here for game number 7. We are tied 3 games apiece in this best of 21 series. So let's get into game 7. Let's see, can Sei take his first lead of the night, or will regain the lead? Let's find out. All right, I see. Go
All
ahead.
I had to do to tie it up was win a race literally by 1 second.
Yep. That's all. No big deal. All right, I see ransom notes. Are you ready, runners?
Ready to start.
Good.
Fantastic. Okay, well, let's start game 7 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Excellent. Here we go. Nice and synced. I don't have to do it. There's no adjustments on my side. I can just kick back, relax, and enjoy the race, and wait for this race to blow over.
Nice. For us to lose the chain again.
Yeah, we're sitting at a cool 1. That's the stat I should be tracking. I shouldn't be tracking deaths. I should be tracking successful chains.
And place your bets. Where will you lose the chain this time? I'm guessing the dump. It's always the dump.
It's always the dump. Post warehouse that hit you, even when you're trying to do the right maneuvering, sometimes they just wait in the right spot to collect you like a net.
It's very true.
The game knows.
It does indeed know.
Rule number 1. Ah, here we go. Here we go. Okay.
I'd say so. Some misbehaving on the warehouse on Sei's side. Will had a bit of a slow time with some homeboys, but navigating through cleanly to the second half here, and off to the Rocco fight. While Sei has to clean up a little bit of a jock's mess, but does so with panache. And Rocco dead on both sides.
Why are jocks always so messy?
Will into the blade fight here.
Oh dear.
Forgot something. Will forgot the chain, but that's okay. He got it. He picked it back up. Had time.
JP.
Yeah, everything's fine. It's easy JP. And Will through the blade fight cleanly, and off we go.
Would you believe it?
I wouldn't believe it. I wouldn't believe it if you told me.
We both got it so far.
Yeah, I am shocked and amazed. I don't know if I can handle this. So we're sitting
I know,
cleanly.
this is the most nerve-wracking part.
I can't look. Alright, Will navigating through... Oh, look at this. Yeah, it's true. Sei owns a double right copy of Downtown Neketsu Monogatari. Every time. So Will does successfully carry the chain to Turk's room and then immediately gets hit for his efforts. Same for Sei, to be honest. That was pretty wild. All right, so Will is into Mojo's room now. Sei just finished off Turk. Very clean mob clear in Mojo's room from Will, and Will is gonna move on to the shopping. On, I mean, what feels like a pretty good pace here.
Yeah, 1 second behind PB.
Very nice. Sei taking care of business here on Mojo, and
Will.
he's heading over to the shop right now. Will nailing that factory jump. And into the menu at the screen transition. Say,
Oh, I got stuck.
Wow, I don't think I've ever seen that before with your jump there, Say. I thought you had that jump for sure.
The exact place where it happened.
It's interesting.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen
Glad I
that
didn't
before
try
with
running immediately.
your Kobayashi fight, Will. That was kind of wild, too.
Yeah, I was supposed to be saving time there. But never mind.
Very strange. All right. Will going through Burb Village. Say just about to leave the mall and enter Burb Village. Will gets a squids pattern out in front of the high school. Leading into the Ivan fight here. Say gets an internationals pattern, not the best one.
You pooper!
To make and to make it even worse, a pooper got away. So
We're supposed to be together because I collected their coins at the exact same time.
right,
and
yeah.
they weren't.
I wasn't expecting a split spawn there either. That was kind of wild. Meanwhile, Otis is
Then
down.
They were very cooperative in the gym.
Yeah. Otis down on Will's side, nails the gymnasium jump again, and on the top floor, clearing out some plague. Say missing the gymnasium jump, but hitting the skid cancel back up onto the hoop.
Triple internationals?
Very nice, yeah. All the internationals all day long. Will cleanly getting through the twins fight. Based upon when his split went red, he might only be like maybe less than a second behind PB right now.
Yeah, it's going to probably be the same. Another 5:37. Maybe a
It's so
5:38.
tough to beat, and so I don't.
Yeah. What can you do? What can you do when a 5:37 appears? You just say GG's, right?
5:37 or better.
Yeah,
That's what you
exactly.
gotta do.
So Will takes Game 7 with another near PB. Say with the
you're
very
totally
respectable
correct, Will.
552.
I finally remembered to do the safer Simon fight, and I just got a best split by 0.2 seconds, so you're absolutely correct. And also GG.
And GG say. Yeah, what happened in this run? Wasn't the best death warp. I think it was 129 death warp, maybe 130. Everything else was pretty clean. Oh, I messed up the blade fight. But
Oh yeah. And
what
it sounded
happened?
like
is
you
that-
tried to go
oh,
for the 4-hit first round chain fight on Kobayashi, if I heard correctly.
Oh no, on Kobayashi, he I punched too late, and so he jumped, and I only got the one punch off. And then I went for a third round, but he jumped again, and I thankfully, thought quick on my feet, and realized, wait a minute, he's taken 5 hits. A neutral knuckles throw will do the rest of it. So it was only a 3-rounder, but it was a pretty messy 3-rounder. But I mean, still 5:37.
It's
I
always
can.
scary when... Yeah. It's scary when a punch hits and then you miss one of the next ones and it just makes them mad. Like, they would be panting, but because you hit them with the stone hands, it just revitalizes them. That's always interesting.
Yeah, on the twins, where somehow you punch them with the first of the 3 stone hands, but the second and third don't seem to land. It's a bit strange.
And then they immediately spin kick you.
Yeah, it's the twins in particular. They don't take kindly to it.
Well, they're a bunch of jerks. That's all I've got to say.
The jerk twins, yes.
As
And,
Roxy would say, identical dinks.
Yes.
Very 1989 of her.
Such identical much dinks. Wow. Okay, so with that said, I think we are ready to move on to race number 8 with the score Will Bobsled 4, SeireaSong 3. SeireaSong redeeming the heart at the ransom
I didn't
note.
get one, but I like how you can do it that way too.
Yeah, that is nice. Yeah, I'm always like I would always get the redemption from Will for F9 on my grid, which I didn't even have to read the grid. I'm like, oh, I know what that one is. But yes, you can get your hearts any which way. Okay, so we are ready. Are you two ready to go?
Ready to go?
I'm ready.
Fantastic. Okay, well, without further ado, let's kick off Game 8 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. And here we go, folks. Game 8. Will currently leading the series 4 games to 3 in this best of 21 series. Let's see what kind of RNG nightmares the game can conjure up this time. And I do mean that. I mean nightmares. It does what it wants. There's nothing you can do about it.
River City Random.
Yes. Alright, so they both got frat guys patterns at the dump, and they both successfully navigated them, and we're on to Roxy. Roughly the same time here. Looks like Sei might have gotten a little less lag, so a little bit ahead there. And yeah, we'll see
You're
what
doing a great job, yo.
Thank you. I'm trying my best. Prince, the reason they both pick Ryan is because there's less dialogue. Both Roxy and Simon just have less to say to them on each of the 2 cutscene screens that you have to sit through text. They have a lot more to say to Ryan, aka Ricky, than they do to Alex, aka Cuneo. And it's just the way it was written. They just talk less because, despite the fact they're going to save Ricky's girlfriend, he's very much second fiddle to Cuneo. So Sei getting a really nice, normal homeboys pattern that are working out just fine. Will getting a very uncooperative mob pattern here, like super uncooperative. And he's still got the split to deal with here. So this is some nonsense that Will's going to deal with. Going to be very punitive as he has to go double back to try to take out...
Oh my gosh, Will, I'm so sorry. I'm looking at this right now.
Yeah, it has to take out the mob version of Doug, which I know is Vinny, but now they're all Doug.
Yes.
Will with the reverse Tommy Boy for the fans. I gotta... Hold on a sec. I gotta throw my Tommy Boy horizontal facing emote into the chat for that one. That was fantastic. So yeah, this race is a little bit disjointed as Sei is making his second trip through the warehouse as Will is just finishing up with Blade. And loses the chain immediately, as is tradition.
I found a faster way to lose the chain.
Yes, you did. Okay, so Sei has successfully tied the chain series up at 2-2. As the sub bet here is how many times can you successfully navigate the chain to Turk's room. They're now at 2 apiece. And yeah, that was not a double right spawn, I don't think, for Sei in the warehouse.
Oh, it was not.
Oh dear.
Yeah. Will dropping a few frames here, but don't worry, folks. I will resync this shortly as soon as we get some smooth sailing from Will back. Not a problem here.
Just saying, to add insult to injury on Will's side, both of the most dangerous rooms to lose the chain, which is the dump and the pre-warehouse, they were both empty for me. So the game is on my side in this race, and I am currently even with world record pace.
Let's go, Sei.
Go Sei.
Alright, Will dispatches Turk onto Mojo's room. Sei getting a little nudge in the factory, but navigates through it with ease and still nails the factory jump into the menuing and onto Kobayashi. Will dispatches Mojo as Sei dispatches Kobayashi. Let's see what sort of pattern, what sort of gang spawn Sei gets down the stretch, because that's what's going to matter at this point. It's all about the luck. So some squids outside of the River City Ransom exterior, or River City High exterior rather. Well handled. They all lined up pretty nice, I would say. They weren't completely stacked, but it was kind of friendly, friendlier than things could be.
Presenters.
Uh-oh. And we've got squids in the gymnasium as well.
You kidding me? Oh my god.
Oh, and of course, one of them gets knocked onto the balance beam, ruining everything. What a champion. Will dispatching Kobayashi and onto Burb Village. Sei lining up the gymnasium jump and nails it, of course. Onto the top floor for Sei. This is still pretty blistering pace, even with that gymnasium spawn misbehaving as it did. Just got one plague that didn't want to behave. Will getting a decent, like a little slow, but still pretty good internationals pattern heading into Ivan as Sei heads into the twins. Sei dispatches the twins and on to Simon. Come on, Sei, finish this off. Holy moly, Sei, what just happened there?
Just got a 533.
533.
Very nice, say. GG.
What do you do when somebody throws 537s at you? You do better than 537, and that's exactly what Sei just did.
Wait until the race where they don't get a 537.
And then you burn them to the ground with a 533. So, SeireaSong evening up the series at 4 games apiece. Will on his way. He's fighting Simon right now. Again, pretty clean goings on. It's just, you know, the first warehouse pass just decided that it was going to obliterate the run, and there was very little to nothing that Will could do about it. You know, completely.
I lost 36 seconds at Rocco.
Yeah, completely out of his control. So GG's to Will.
Absolutely just.
Yeah.
Very nice time, say. GG.
Thank you. That is for those tuning in. That is the second fastest Easy JP run ever completed.
There you go. Second fastest run ever, right there for you, right before your very eyes, in Game 8 of the series. So big GG's to both. Just getting my stats updated over here. Amazing stuff.
Yeah, it was rough to look up after I beat Blade, and then look at the Yellsreich stream and see Will having to run to the right, like, just in the middle of his warehouse fight.
Yeah.
That was, yeah.
What can you do?
I got to do a Tommy Boy.
It's true.
So,
The Tommy Boy
Yeah,
occurred.
It sounded like it was a strictly special one.
yeah, I got to take a lie down in the warehouse.
Yep.
I was very tired. The Tommy Boy was so relaxing.
The crate to my skull was so relaxing.
Incredible stuff. Okay. So, it's okay.
You
I
can't have
mean,
anxiety if you knock yourself out.
yeah. So again, folks, we are all tied up in every measurable way. You know, 4 wins apiece, 2 successful chains apiece, right? I mean, that's my new barometer for stat tracking, is successful chains. So, yeah, we're looking good here. I think things are looking up. So, yeah, if when you folks are ready, feel free to navigate back to that there ransom note, and then we can try to do it again.
Also, I want PQ to know that I appreciate their message. Damn sizzly whizzly.
Yeah, that was sizzly whizzly pace for sure.
That's such a compliment.
Okay.
All
So,
right, hoping for better luck for you this time, Will. Hopefully not at my expense, but yeah,
absolutely.
if it is to be at my expense, then I'll hope for worse luck for you again.
Conditional good luck is the best kind of good luck. All right, folks, are you ready for Game 9?
Ready to go.
Okay, well then without further ado, let's start this off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Yes, the RCR World Series is tied at 4 games apiece. As we enter Game 9, they've traded 5 3Xs. Will's posted 2 537s. Sei has posted a 533, which is the second fastest time ever run in this category. Because keep in mind that each time that Will posted the 537, it was 1 second off of his PB, and Sei in Game 8 just beat Will's PB by 3 seconds. So, again, we're all over the map here with like top tier execution. It's just a matter of like the luck coming together and the execution coming together all at once. We'll see what the luck has in store for Game 9. As they both...
Yeah, exactly. So go ahead, sorry.
That's okay. They both tire of listening to Roxy. What do you have for us, Sei?
We crate of listening to Roxy. I was gonna say I played 13 no reset runs yesterday, and not a single one of them was a 5-3x. So it's a lot of it is up to the game. Oh crap. Okay. Sorry.
It's okay. You're good. So, just to give a brief recap of what's going on here, they've both gotten Homeboys patterns in the warehouse. Sei knew he was going to get Homeboys because he got free real estate outside. But yeah, they're pretty close. Sei's pattern was a bit better, so Sei's going to get out of the warehouse 3 seconds faster, give or take, as we go into the blade fight. Yeah, blade is down at about 147 on Sei's screen, and a 152 on Will's, so we got about a 5-second differential here. But again, anything can happen, and we're gonna see, can anybody keep the chain this time?
One thing is guaranteed, however.
GG Will and losing the chain at the dump for like the 5th time.
Somehow got through the dump. I don't know how.
Yeah, I was gonna say your pattern looked worse somehow, and you still got through. Yeah, Sei entering the warehouse. Will's deciding that the crate is the way. Sei not getting double right for the 2nd run in a row, which is fantastic. And into Turk's room successfully. Good mob pattern so far. Nice stacking there.
What the hell is that? No, no. Okay, change my mind. No. Game is being mean.
Wow, the game is being super mean to Will right now.
Haven't got floating state either.
As Sei navigates the mojo room with a little bit of a difficult clear on some of the mob because they were just misbehaving, but
Blockhead didn't even have to block because apparently he did not exist in this physical realm.
But the lead currently sits at Sei is about 1 full boss fight ahead, as Turk died on Will's side at roughly the same time that Mojo died on Sei's side. Yeah, what's going on, Mex? Yeah, by the way, for those who can see in chat, nobody tell Twitch that Mex has a booty time emote as well. I don't want Mexes to get banned, so be kind to him.
I did not know that one existed. That one's incredible.
It is amazing.
The first I've seen of it, but I love it already.
Oh, it's so good. Welcome in, Max. Hope you're having a great one. All right, Sei has finished off Kobayashi as Will enters. Why did I think that was yours? Oh no, it's Nubito's. Yeah, that's right. Nobody tell on Bito. That's right. Hey, Red, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. Thanks for contributing marbles to the challenge.
Let's go, Red.
Sei cleaning up the squids out in front of the high school as Will takes care of Kobayashi. Sei takes down Ivan.
That's Red on his amazing 16-star no LBLJ PB yesterday.
Yo, GG, Red. Will getting a pretty good internationals pattern out front. Except for the part where the one guy ran off on him. What a jerk.
Yeah. It was classic headbutt territory.
Yep. Sei taking care of the internationals in the gym and taking care of Otis as well, as Will enters the gym and is greeted with Looks like some plague. Sei hits a slow backup on the gymnasium jump and is up to the top floor, as Will is running at Otis full pitch. And Otis wonders what he's gonna do and questions his life choices. Sei encountering
Why
the
did I tell him to
twins.
keep his shoes on?
Yeah, I should have been nicer. Sei successfully clears out the twins as Will is clearing out the internationals on the top floor. Sei taking care of business on Simon here while Will kills the twins, and it looks like Sei is going to have his first lead of the series 9 games in. Big GG's to Sei on that 5:46.
I actually almost made it super... Thank you. I almost made it super close there because when I was doing that swag, hitting myself with the pipe against the wall thing, or at least attempting to, I didn't get the high jump. So if it had actually hit me, I would have fallen on the ground, and that would have reset Simon's text.
Oh, jeez.
He might have won the... No, he wouldn't have won, but it would have made it a lot closer.
Yeah. Yeah, because by the way, if a boss is monologuing and you fall over, they start over.
Yep.
That's a fun little thing that happens in this game. And by fun, I mean terrible.
I've actually done that at Simon before to rob myself of a personal best on Novice, and it was interesting. And completely, like,
We've
I
all been
deserved
there
it.
at some point.
Oh
Too
boy.
much swag.
Too
and,
much swag.
Killing the run.
Too much self-loathing, maybe.
All right, so
Well,
now
GG, so
GG.
I had a lot of trouble in the middle game in that run, and couldn't
Yeah.
quite catch up. But congratulations on taking the lead. I'll try to get it back.
Thank you, man. I have total faith in you, man. I got really amazing luck again. I got a best split on the Turk split, and was close to world record. And if I had gotten a half-decent Mojo room, I would have been on world record pace again. But I did not get a half-decent Mojo room. All of them were not cooperating. But can't complain, I won the race, so... And I'm having an amazing time. And I have taken the lead. That's actually wild, I just realized that.
yeah.
I'm
SeireaSong
glad it's not
leads.
best of 9. It would have been a terrible choke on my part.
Indeed. SeireaSong leads 5 games to 4 as we enter game 10. So we'll do this one more race, and then
Also,
we'll take another quick break after the 10th race. Go ahead, what's up?
For Liberty, I will say 5 is prime, and therefore it is good.
There you go. 5! Exclamation mark. All right, fantastic. I see 2 ransom notes. Are you both ready to go?
Ready to go.
Ready.
Fantastic. Okay, well, without further ado, let's start game number 10 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. That's true. 5 factorial is not prime. Oh no.
Oh my gosh, what have I done?
Oh dear. Well, we'll have to figure it out anyway. There you go. There's your penance. You just get smacked with a chain in second room. That's good. Okay. Everything's
Sure,
fine
that's
now.
all it is.
Yeah. Frat guys are annoyed with you that you don't know that 5 factorial isn't prime.
It's
So
a
here...
frat guy sort of thing, I believe it.
Oh, absolutely. All right, so here we go. We are in game 10. Both at Roxy. Pretty even so far. It looks like Sei might be about half a second ahead. Thereabouts,
Also,
I saw. Go ahead.
I want to give a shout out to Will and thank him for agreeing to keep our mics unmuted during the race, because I'm having such a blast being able to talk to everybody during the races. And if he hadn't wanted to, I would have gladly said that okay, we can't, we'll stay muted. But I'm really enjoying this, and thank you, Will.
Having some bad luck, but a great time.
Yeah. Yeah, I do think the dynamic works really well with all the mics unmuted, so that you folks can chime in real time as funny things are happening. Yo, Malty, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub and the 11 months of support. I do appreciate that. All right, so clean Rocco fights, however, say a little loose with the crate, couldn't get the quick death warp. And so Will is taking the lead into Blade.
I've got a chain.
Loose with the
Let's see
crate
how long
might
this
have to
lasts.
be one
Yeah.
of the singles on No Time for Hopkicks.
The-
With the crate, with the crate. Oh, the frat guys, they're who I hate. I lost the chain. I lost the chain. I lost the chain.
It, you know, true to the song. GG say on losing the chain.
Go, 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 go. Yeah, there's your hit single, everybody.
Alright.
Okay.
So let's see. Will entering the warehouse as Say hits the warehouse exterior.
There it is.
Say returning to the double right. Double right warehouse is another hit single, by the way. Will with a very clean clear in Turk's room. Say's clear a little bit slower, but there are chains all over the place, which means he can regain his weapon of choice, which is very useful for the next screen or two. Will with a pretty clean mob clear here in Mojo's room. Things are looking pretty good right now as Mojo dies a horrible, horrible death.
I'm currently ahead of PB. Not by much, but
Let's go.
Let's go, Will.
good pace.
Come on, River
Yes.
City Ransom, please give him one.
Mob Doug decided to walk away from Say, costing him several critical seconds before the Mojo fight. But Say's in the shopping now. Will's on his way to the factory. Again, as Will stated, on PB pace just slightly. So let's see what the RNG has to offer.
No more squids, please.
Squids GTFO, you heard him.
Locals go home.
Yeah.
Speaking of them, it's actually really lucky that I had 2 chains in the mid game from them, because it's pretty rare for them to have chains.
It's true. Okay. Will entering Burb Village now as Kobayashi dies on Say's stream. Oh look, more squids for Will.
Oh no!
I like how Will casually just punched the lead pipe out of the air as though it was nothing. Seeing the Matrix, as always.
So it,
Say getting
Oh no.
an okay internationals pattern. And then, just
what I'd
a
love to see happen to Will.
miserable Cowboys
No,
pattern
he's
for
stuck.
Will in the gym, but really well managed. You saw that throw that Will did, that Will incorporated to loosen that one cowboy
No.
that was effectively stuck upstairs.
Well done, dude.
Will second try on the gymnasium jump, and off to the top floor he goes. Say dispatching Otis and trying the gym jump for himself. Success on the first try. Will running headlong at the twins. Say trying to find the Cowboys. Just
I don't know where they are.
crouching tiger, hidden Cowboys on Say's side.
I... The game has decided.
Wow. The Cowboys just decided to
Nice.
walk around for 10 seconds on Say's side, whereas Will appears to be on the verge of a PB here. Because,
Bang.
let's see.
It's no
535.
533.
Yeah. 535, that is a PB for Will Bobsled as he takes game 10.
Congrats, Will. That's amazing.
Thanks, Zay. Surprisingly kind of messy run, but hey, I'll take it.
Got bad luck.
It's not even the best run of the session.
Yeah.
But the thing is, you did it while I was squealing the entire time in the high school, so that's very impressive.
It made it special.
Oh my gosh, and you got PB with second try gym jump, so that's a free time save.
Yeah, second try gym jump, the frozen cowboy in the gym, squids in Ivan's. Everything was, like I said, it was all a bit messy. Also, I had the fourth homeboy spawned on the boxes in the warehouse. He didn't spawn the usual top left place. So
Yeah, I mean those spawn the spawn that you had to handle in the gymnasium alone, like the where with the guy stuck upstairs. Like it's always amazing that you can just recover that so quickly.
yeah, I mean, if I didn't, I'm not sure if it's frame perfect. It might be a 2 frame window. If I didn't get to pick up that first guy, I'd have to jump up and go the whole way around, or run into a wall. I think might reactivate it, but it's
That's
a big time loss otherwise. So
that's true.
yeah,
So
lucky to recover it.
just to clarify what Will had to do there, because Will, when he went into the gymnasium in the high school, the second gang member was stuck on the top floor, not moving at all. It's kind of like he's like sort of stuck in the floor. So what Will had to do is he had to kill the guy downstairs, and then in that brief window before the game registers that the gang member is dead, pick him up. And it's like Will's mentioning, it's like a 1 or a 2 frame window once he hits the ground to be able to collect him before it registers that he's dead, and then use him as a weapon to throw him at the other guy. And yeah, it's just absolutely crazy. So yeah, Liberty, there's it's listing out the credits in the Easy JP version in Monogatari are in English. So, which is just interesting, yeah. So here we go. So we're 10 games in, right? And you want to talk about some fun stats? Boy, I've got some stats for you folks. Let's go over to the intermission screen for you real quick, as we're going to give the runners a 5-minute break. But again, it's 5-5, so we are all tied up. The best times for Will Bobsled is 5:35. For SeireaSong is 5:33. Their averages are both 5:51. 10 races in, they have the same average. And now I've changed the stat that we're tracking here from deaths to chains, because that's more fun. And they've both successfully carried the chain from Blade to Turk 3 times apiece. So again, right on top of each other. And if you look at the graph, sure, there's variability race to race. You've had a couple of really close ones, but it all works its way back to the mean, right? And that's the key here, is that they're just right on top of each other. We are at basically the midway point of this best of 21 series. So stick around, we got more fun stuff coming.
Yeah, so far this has definitely exceeded my wildest dreams for how this could turn out. This is amazing.
Alright folks, welcome back in. We are getting ready for races 11 through 15 here, and because it's tied 5-5, we absolutely need at least 5 more races, well at least 6 more, to decide things. So we're going to get this block of 11 through 15 kicking off in just a couple of minutes. Let me get... let me make sure that I'm adjusting...
Get ready, but...
Yeah, welcome back. Hey, Will.
Hello. Say seems to be out of the call for the time being.
Yep, that's okay. We'll get Say back in here shortly, I'm sure. There we go.
I'm so sorry. I think I completely forgot that my Discord was in the browser, and so I closed it. And then I was like, wait, like, clearly we have run out of time here. Like, why can't I hear them?
It's all good. I'm gonna refresh each of your streams real quick just to make sure that minimizing the delay between your live commentary and what's actually going on here. Oh, stop it. Don't go there.
A few hiccups with the frame drops before, but it seems like it's stabilized now.
Yeah, and well, the good thing is that, you know, like I'm right here staring at it, so I can easily realign your two streams time-wise. So
yeah.
Oh, there we go. Things are looking good over here. You love to see it. Okay. Fantastic. So, yeah, we are just about ready to get kicked off here. Are you two ready for game number 11?
We're all tied up and ready to break the tie.
Super ready. Let's go.
Fantastic. Okay. So without further ado, yeah, game number 11 is going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Formation.
All right, we're all synced up, looks like. Rock and roll. Here we go. So game 11, Will Bobsled and SeireaSong tied 5 games apiece. Hey, Bolly, how's it going? I mean, it's funny, Bolly, we are taking breaks every 5 races, just like you take breaks every 5 legs in darts, so, you know. And I appreciate both Bolly and Patak coming in with the darts references. It's good stuff. As we have the darting juggernauts, Will Bobsled Van Gerwen and Seirea Bristow. For jokes that like 3 people get. Alright, here we go. Into the warehouse exterior. Some free real estate for Sei, so which means he's going to get homeboys. Let's see what kind of gang Will... Oh, Will also gets homeboys. This is good. I mean, not the best behavior from those homeboys, but that's okay. Some of the dimensions of how things behave in RCR are giving Sei a few fits right now, to say the least. It was almost as though...
That's such a shame.
It was almost as though something about the way the box behaved didn't exist. But, you know, Will having a little bit of difficulty with the death warp, so we got to see another Tommy boy. Hooray!
Yeah, nice. And I don't know how I managed to get the running crate throw backup fight, because I've never really practiced it. And it turns out it's faster because he ran into the crate immediately. So that's cool.
Very cool.
Nice.
Alright, so they're both on the run to Turk here. It looks like Sei is holding on to roughly a 3 to 3.5 second lead as we make our way back to the second pass of the warehouse here. Right past Doug. Right past mob version of Doug. Sei with the traditional double right warehouse spawn. Will with these traditional Sei double right warehouse spawn. So we're doing great over here.
That's the Seirea.
Yeah, aka the Seirea. All right, so Sei and Will both successfully take the chain into Turk's room.
No, that's throw guy. Why would you do this? Why would you do this?
Wow. Will, having a little bit of bad luck with picking up a coin on his initial attempt to clear Turk's room, and then getting a bad spawn, reloading again, getting thrown out of the room and losing his chain.
Oh no!
Getting his chain back, but things aren't looking so good. I don't know if he's gonna have enough. Oh, I think he'll have enough money, just barely. Even though he's got a generic dude spawn. Money was so favorable.
Ridiculous mid-game for Will.
Yeah. Oh no, the game just decided that Will was not gonna have a good time this mid game. As Sei
You
running.
didn't like that I kept my chain.
Yeah. No, I was very
You
mad.
decided to take it
Yeah.
back.
Very, very mad at you. How dare. So, Sei navigating through the factory as Will on his way to the factory. Sei doing the menuing now, on the way toward the Kobayashi screen. Will entering the factory and nailing the factory jump with skid cancels and all. Doing a little hop for swag. We'll call it swag.
I was worried.
That was-
Homeboys in the factory, generic dudes in mojos.
Yeah, it's quite a thing that we're seeing Will have to suffer through right now. But hey, that's RCR in a nutshell. Sei getting a squid pattern here outside of the high school, but very clean squid pattern, mind you. They're very well behaved that time. They don't have to do that. That was just them being nice. So, alright. Will entering the high school exterior at the moment that Sei enters the high school.
Oh!
Sei with a beautiful plague pattern headed to Otis. Clean double-double there. And again, you got dueling dead bosses just one apart.
Ooh.
Sei
That
nail
almost certainly would have been a gold split if I had.
Yeah.
Sei nailing the backup gym jump with the skid cancel onto the hoop. Plague giving Sei all sorts of fits on the top floor. Pipes to the head. Thankfully, they're Easy JP pipes. Otherwise, it would have been very gnarly. Sei regrouping, getting floating state back for the twins. As Will is clearing out the cowboys on the top floor. Sei heading over to Simon as Will engages the twins. One of them runs off, but doesn't run far. And Will entering Simon's room as the blinking on Simon begins for Sei. So it looks like Game 11 is going to go to SeireaSong with a 5-44. Sei regains the lead in the series 6 games to 5. Will coming in with a 5-52, which is frankly quite a recovery after what happened in Turk's room.
GG, Sei. Very nice time.
Seriously. GG's, Will. I wonder if I would have won this race if I had gotten a different pattern in the gym. I got the fastest pattern in the gym I've ever seen. Choked the gym jump, or else it would have been a gigantic best split that I never would have beaten ever again. So that focused luck in that one room was probably a difference of like 6 or 7, like potentially. Like there's the wide spectrum of the luck you can get. Average luck is probably 5 seconds slower than what I just got. So that's what this game can do. And then Will got unbelievably bad luck in Turk's room.
Yeah, even though I don't have your feed up, I can't see what your pattern was. I'm gonna take a guess and say we had the exact same pattern.
Really?
I will guess because I also had what I suspect would have been a gold split in the gym, but I couldn't get both of the second pair in the same punch. The guy one of them ran past me despite being almost on top of each other. But everything else about the room
you
was
might have gotten the
perfect.
exact same thing.
Yeah.
I did hear you say that would have been a best split. I thought you had seen my screen for a second, and
Yeah.
I wondered if it was actually something that happened to you.
It was pretty funny
odd.
timing, yeah.
I'd be curious to see the replay. I honestly, was it a plague as well for you in the gym?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm gonna guess it was the same pattern that we had.
clean stacked plague all around.
Probably.
I mean, except for the part where
Yeah, I knew I had to go immediately and hope that they would be together on the second pair, and they were perfect.
Yeah. But, yeah, cool. Taking the lead again.
Yeah.
GG say.
So
A lot of luck again, but that's the name of the game. So I'll have to take it for now. GG's Will.
Thank you.
yeah, so again, two successful carries of the chain as well. So now you're both up to four successful chain carries out of 11 races. So
And also, if I'm not mistaken, did I win the second game of the whole tournament? Was I up 2-0?
you were up
You're
2-0, yeah.
too low.
But that was the biggest lead so far this entire time.
It's true.
Been back and forth the entire time.
That is true. Yeah, the largest gap has been a 2-race lead. And now for the second time, SeireaSong
Let's
has the
hope it
lead.
doesn't extend.
Yeah.
Doesn't extend beyond that. Because at this point, it'll be a blowout in your favor.
Let's say getting into the groove, Will trying desperately to hang on. Let's get ourselves into game 12. And let's see what happens next. Okay, Will, looks like I just need your timer to be reset.
Yes, that's it.
Okay. And,
Ready to go?
Okay, excellent. Say, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Fantastic. Okay, well then let's get started on game 12 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh, you love to see the sync. Okay, here we go. Game 12. SeireaSong leads the series in the best of 21, 6 games to 5. We've had some excellent races, some fantastic paces. Will has already gotten a PB tonight, and has recorded the second fastest run on record tonight as well. So again, incredible scenes so far, and we're only at the 12th race. This could go the full 21. We don't know yet.
12th leg. Seirea is lining up his throw. He is facing completely the wrong direction. I don't think he's ever played darts before.
But wait, he just throws it over his shoulder. Bullseye! Amazing!
That should not have worked, Tom.
All right, here we go.
I
Through
have
the
no idea
Roxy.
who the commentator names are in darts.
You're good, you're good.
If I had gotten a correct, famous commentator name, that would have been the equivalent of me throwing over my shoulder and hitting a bullseye.
Now, let's see what
I
we
did
got
the
going
classic throw over your head move.
on. Yeah.
Didn't seem to work.
All right, so it looks like Say got homeboys double right, as is tradition, but on the first pass this time. Whereas Will got a split mob spawn.
When you want it.
Yeah. Will handling it pretty well. And yeah, we're about 3 seconds apart at the death warp. Say carrying a small lead into Blade. Clean entries to Blade, floating state for both. And now,
Will he carry the chain?
yeah. Can the chain successfully be carried? Say's through the dump. Will, well, we like Will. So yeah, Will is chainless as we get to the bridge.
Also, I have 1640. Let's go. I can take double homeboy in the mid game.
There you go. Yeah, Say with a good cash situation as well because of the double right homeboys in the first warehouse pass. Picking up that extra coin along the way. Some lovely platforming from both. Say with a successful run to Turk with the chain, pulling ahead in that statistic at least. And we got mob for Say, squids for Will, a chain for Say, and a brass knuckle for Will. Small lead still for Say, having to reload once because of a bad gang spawn. Now they're both fighting mobs. the mob version of Doug is misbehaving. Excellent regrouping there from Will. That was a really good adjustment. Mojo is down for Sei as Sei goes to do the shopping.
As Will takes out Mojo with the brass knuckles like a G.
Marathon strats, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Okay. Looks like Sei is carrying a 6-second lead at the time of purchase. So we'll go from there. Yo, Malty, thank you so much for gifting a tier 1 sub to Patak. Really do appreciate that.
I knew I shouldn't have jumped.
Sei completes the factory jump, but at what a cost. So we do get to see a brief moment in time here where they're both in the menu at the same time. Sei still carrying a lead. Not carrying floating state, but it did not seem to matter.
See if that decision for me to jump and Red Doug making me pay for it makes a difference here.
We'll see. Squids in Burb Village, given a brief punch, but then otherwise letting Sei go. Squids outside of the high school as well, but stacked surprisingly nicely. Will getting internationals with no tire? That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Cleanly handled, though, as well. Sei enters the high school at 4:32 and gets a Cowboys pattern. Will enters the high school at 4:38 and gets a wonky-ass Squids pattern with a guy floating in midair.
Oh my god!
A cowboy making things interesting here for Sei. With at least one knockdown and just a lot of nonsense. And the tide has turned ever so slightly here. Will getting first try gymnasium jump as well.
Uh-oh.
But Will having to play some serious defense here.
No. Stupid dog. Douche, why would you do that?
Oh, Will just in the worst scenario for the top floor. Time not on his side. But, oh, this is going to come down. This is going to be pretty close. Despite all of it, it's just been... It's been back and forth. Oh my.
I missed the Simon fight.
Okay, let's see.
No one
Let's
could
see
I
these
miss the Simon
splits.
fight.
I want to see these splits. Holy moly. Will Bobsled with a 554.74. SeireaSong with a 554.92. I mean...
GG,
The
we
left
go
fight wasn't
to a
in
frame
place,
count,
and I
or...
picked it up and then missed the turnaround. Good GG's, Will.
Yeah, that was like literally back and forth, both figuratively and metaphorically here. So, yeah, the nonsense that occurred, the nonsense that occurred here was really all based around weapons. So, on the top floor, Will had to deal with an international that had a brass knuckle and just threw it to the left all the way across the room. So now Will is like camped out in the center of the room playing defense so that nobody runs after it. And like he lost, I mean, I don't even know how much time you think you lost there, Will. Like 6-8 seconds, something like that?
I would say 9.7 lost.
Yeah. But then Sei ran into a little bit of trouble with the twins, where the second twin didn't die on the throw after, like, there was some splitting that went on.
I had lost floating state.
Okay. Oh, yeah, right, yeah. So, yeah, floating
to
state
regain
gone from the gym jump recovery, and didn't regain it. And then, yeah, Sei accidentally threw the pipe to the right instead of to the left into Simon. Like, you just threw it either past him, or, like, you were overlapped, or you were just slightly out of position. But yeah, so yeah.
Nail biter. Well,
So yeah,
if
so
one of us loses by one at this point, it'll be this will be the fight that demands a rematch. Yeah.
yeah. So the question
I
that
don't know. I split early too. I split
Yeah.
early, so I think this was pretty comfortably Will's win.
okay, Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, I could take the time to try to do like a frame count if you wanted. I'm happy to award the win to Will, and we can keep moving. And with the races tied 6-6, with the promise that if it becomes a factor later, we can frame count it then. So like, I can
You
conditionally.
happy with that, so?
Yeah, you guys can do it however way you want. I definitely don't feel like I deserve to win that race, but and I did split early, but it is possible. It's close enough that that you never know. So
Yeah, like I feel like it does merit a frame count, to be sure. So yeah, so what we can do here is what I'll do is I'm gonna cut my local recording right now. So I'll stop it and I'll start it again. And I will tentatively award this race to Will, but I will be going to the tapes probably while race number 13 is going on, or maybe I'll go during the break. That's probably what I'll do, like, because I don't want to drop commentary or anything. So let's get through races 13 through 15, and I will do the frame count over the break between races 15 and 16.
Okay. Well, no more ties, because otherwise the break will take 20 minutes.
But yeah, that was really crazy. GG's to both of you. Bad things happened to both of you in different ways, but at the same time. And when you watch it back, the back and forth on like the last minute of that race was just insane. Absolutely insane.
I'm definitely glad it could be entertaining for a race. Yeah.
Yeah. So again, yeah, so tentatively awarding race number 12 to Will Bobsled pending a frame count. So we are tied at 6 races to 6 as we head into race number 13. Will, go ahead and reset your timer.
Of course, yeah.
And if you folks are ready, then we can get started.
I'm ready.
I'm super ready to make up for that. Let's go.
All right, let's do this. Okay, so game number 13 will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you, Nicky Funky.
All right, here we go. Yes, I echo Nikki's sentiments here. Like 12 races in, you both are competing at just an immaculately high level. Yeah, the quality of these races is just fantastic. So let's see if you can keep it going. We still potentially have 9 more races. Yeah, we potentially have 9 more races. If the frame count shows me anything weird, we could even have 10 more. We could have the unexpected race number 22 out of 21. You never know. But yes, here we go. Into race 13. Back at the Roxy cutscene again. Listening to whatever it is she's talking about. Who knows? Something about a girlfriend. I got nothing. Anyway, on the way to the warehouse for the first pass. No free real estate anywhere, so we'll see. Some clean crate pickups. But we have jocks on Seirea's side that are not necessarily cooperating. And I say not necessarily, like that second guy just won't work on it at all. Meanwhile, Will had to reset from an empty warehouse, but then got Homeboy's second try. So say very careful and successfully navigating so that he doesn't get a left-hand spawn, but still
He's still alive.
Still a time loss for sure. I say now lines up for the death warp, carefully picking up that coin. But still, at this point, considerably behind as Blade dies on Will's side. And Will begins the run to Turk. Try to find a balancer here so that Will hits the bridge at 210. Say loses the chain. GG chain. We hardly knew ye chain. Alright, looks like we're dealing with roughly an 11-second difference here as Will enters the second warehouse pass. Empty warehouse. You love to see it. Some clean platforming here from Will as he works his way into
Nice.
Turk's room, successfully carrying the chain. Huzzah! A behaving mob so far as well. You love to see that.
Oh, nice.
And then Turk dies after a little bit of coaxing. And by coaxing, I mean, you know, managing to not be exactly overlapped with the sprite. Turk drops on Seirea's side as Will takes out Mojo. Sei having to reset the Mojo screen because frat guys are no bueno here. Not enough cash off of the frat guys right now. But a pretty clean mob clear on the second pass as Will gets his copy of Stonehands, which I'm sure he'll read at some point. As you get time for some light reading while you're killing people, you know. Sei enters the shop to pick up Stonehands.
One pixel away from leaving too early on the Mojo text.
Oh,
that
wow.
Would have been me trying a box sled.
Alright, Will completes the Stonehands equip off of the door transition as Sei enters the factory.
Oh, please, no!
Kobayashi is down as Sei equips Stonehands and heads to Kobayashi himself. Let's see what Burb Village has to offer to Will. Behaving internationals in Burb Village, and then not a great pattern for internationals here, but not the worst, I don't think, for Will for Ivan's room. And on to Ivan's fight we go. Sei, however, gets squids outside. Hopefully they behave again like they have done occasionally. That wasn't that bad. Yeah, that was relatively clean. Will killing some cowboys in the gym. And off to Otis he goes. As Sei enters the gym and gets cowboys as well. Gymnasium jump success for Will, first try. And off to the top floor where he's got more cowboys. Wherever they are. One of them just didn't decide to come to work.
Wow. No, not like this. No.
Oh, no.
No, Doug, don't do this.
How about this? How about this? Alright, most of Will's lead has evaporated thanks to a little bit of how about this action from the Cowboys, but he still is in the lead. Getting through the Twins, probably with about 4 seconds ahead still, heading into Simon. So Will is going to successfully take... He's going to successfully take game number 13 with a time of 5:57. SeireaSong coming in at 6:02. GG's to Will on game 13.
GG, Sei.
That one was a battle.
I thought I was about to throw it. Cowboy Dog. Getting a three-hit combo of how about this?
Yeah, that was unpleasant to say the least.
It was scary.
Stun lock, real stun, knockdown.
It's the only true danger in this game, apart from the pits. When it comes to the gang members, how about this? How about this combo can just take all of your health, even though some of their attacks only do 1 damage out of your 63 starting damage. If you've got a big enough runway, they will just keep throwing you.
Yeah, that did happen to me early in my Easy JP attempts, where I was on my best pace ever by like 15 or 20 seconds, entered the gym all the way on the left side, Cowboy knocked me down, infinite how about this combo to the right until I died.
Yep.
First time it had ever happened to me in this category.
Yeah, River City Random.
I believe my choice of words were This run?
Yeah, RCR does what it wants, right? You know, and again, on Easy JP, it doesn't often come to play, but sometimes it just decides, you know what? This is the one I'm gonna take. So, it almost took it from Will right then, for sure. Because again, you know, Will, thanks to some warehouse shenanigans that Sei had to deal with, Will was comfortably ahead for a good chunk of that race, double-digit lead, and then he ended up winning by 5 seconds because of how about this? It almost took the entire lead away. But yeah, so again, now the race stats currently stand at Will Bobsled 7, SeireaSong 6. Will back in the lead again, tentatively pending the frame count of race number 12 as we go into race number 14. Yeah, potentially 6.5 to 6.5. I'm unprepared to put the halves into the layout without completely messing it up. So, are you both ready for game 14?
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Fantastic. Well, let's go then. We're going to start race number 14 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I saw we did have a little bit of frame dropping between races from Will, so I'm going to resync right now.
No, don't do it. I'm 4 seconds ahead. Oh.
I have unlimited
I'm
power.
14 hours ahead, say.
Oh, that's, yeah. I mean, I don't know if that's better or worse for you, Will. I mean, Sei can just say he finished the race 14 hours before you did.
Did he say that he's a day ahead of us?
Yeah, he's 14 hours ahead, so it's like you should say, I don't know. I finished this race at like 12:22 in the morning.
That comes with practice. He's just that much more experienced than me.
Incredible. All right, Sei despite me pausing Sei's game for 4 seconds, Sei's still carrying a small lead out of Roxy.
Oh, that was interesting.
No free real estate, and a variety of gang spawns here. It looks like Will's dealing with a mob spawn that did cooperate, and Sei with a pretty good homeboy spawn. We've got synchronized Rocco kills here. Literally, synchronized. Oh, this is beautiful. I gotta make sure I'm not capturing the same screen. No, those are different gang spawns. I'm absolutely not capturing the same screen. Those were the sync. You love to see the sync. Sei getting knocked around a bit on the way to Blade, so Will take a small lead exiting Blade. On the run to Turk. By the way, fun stat, they're currently tied at 5 apiece on successful runs to Turk with the chain. Let's see if one of them can take a small advantage in that category. It's like a side bet.
The face guy was lurking in the shadows. Oh my god!
Sei just getting smacked in the back of the head by a mob. And then getting smacked in the front of the head by another mob in the warehouse. Will successfully navigating the warehouse. And has the chain at Turk's room.
Rats.
Frame 1 of my jump.
Some kind of unfortunate scenes on Sei's side, as well as on Will's side to a degree. Will having a little bit of trouble with the Turk fight, but yeah, Sei having a pipe party with the mob in Turk's room, but surviving it. And now Mojo is down. Will doing some shopping right now. It looks like Sei will probably be about 6 seconds behind or so at the shop.
Punch guy in Turk's room had been ready to take advantage of the perfect lead pipe rebound, hitting me into extended stun. Things would have gotten very interesting.
So it looked bad, and we're just lucky it wasn't worse.
Yeah.
Will doing the equip. Enters Kobayashi's room as Sei starts the equip. So again, still a pretty close race. RNG, we saw what RNG did last run, bringing them closer together. We'll see what happens this time as we get into the end game. Will running through Burb Village. Squids in Burb Village for Will. And then squids in the exterior of the high school as well. Lining up okay, but really staggered here. So, a bit slow. Sei getting...
Equal with PB, though.
There you go. Very nice. Let's see it, Will.
Bad pattern.
Sei gets a cowboy
it's okay.
spawn.
Rounds. And... Don't punch on the way down.
Never punch
He's
down.
doing it again. That was a bad pattern too.
First try on the gym jump for Will as he heads to the top floor.
Did that punch miss? It did! How did that punch miss?
Really gnarly Cowboys pattern here for Will. Just not lined up at all. All in the wrong spots. So losing a little chunk of time there. But entering the Twins fight, still on a really good pace. Will out of the Twins, and on to Simon as Seirea heads for the Twins.
I think it'll be a few frames faster than my PB.
Is Will about to hit another 535? Yes. GG's to Will in a 535, winning game 14.
GG Will.
Thanks, Sei.
And Sei coming in with a 547.
Congrats on your
GG,
second
Sei.
PB of the night, man.
Yeah, two 535s and two 537s. I'm not actually sure if this one was faster than the last one or not. It seemed cleaner, except with the Cowboys upstairs. I lost 5 seconds.
Yeah, those Cowboys patterns. It was just weird, you know? Like, none of them were lined up where you needed them to be.
Yeah, the Cowboys in particular on easy are not necessarily fast. In novice, they're still fine, but the problem is when they run after a weapon in easy, they run a lot slower. So in novice, they'll beat you to the weapon anyway, so you have time to run to them and meet them there. But just a lot of waiting. You prefer to have Plague in upstairs because they'll actually try to engage you. But, hey, 535 is a good time. I'm happy with that.
Indeed.
Definitely.
Okay. So, now the current game total stands with Will Bobsled 8, SeireaSong 6. Tentatively, Will Bobsled 7.5, SeireaSong 6.5. We'll do the frame count at the next break. So, what is Ricky doing? Say, is Ricky eating cookies?
So I believe it was telling me that because I didn't have any actual kanji on the screen yet, I couldn't add any of these situations.
That was incredible.
But I had not actually seen those sprites before.
That was so good.
He's just very malnourished after all this running through the city, and so he's just trying to get what he can.
Oh, that's amazing.
All the salt from the sweat and also from my freaking tears after those last few races are definitely going to give him a bit of a boost for this next race.
Still anyone's game. I can't take my foot off the gas quite yet.
Indeed. 8 games to 6.
Sure, yeah.
But
The game has definitely proven that to this point. Just anything can happen at any time. You could run the gamut for the rest of the races, or we could go to, or I could win all of the next ones, or we could go to game 21, or anything in between.
Or 22 even.
Yeah, could even go to 22.
We could go to 22. I don't want you to have to frame count my disaster.
Okay, so are we ready for game number 15?
Ready to go?
Ready.
Fantastic. Okay, so game 15 will start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Here we go. Game 15. Again, the records currently stand willbobsled 8, SeireaSong 6. So let's see what kind of nonsense the game's gonna concoct this time.
I'm Doug.
Good old Lime Doug. Smack and say once. As Will enters the Roxy cutscene about a half a second ahead. But still, very even. We're not really going to see a lot of splitting off until we get into the first pass of the warehouse, and we see what kind of spawns they get.
Hopefully they don't split off.
Yeah, fingers crossed. Of course, we want you to both get the right spawns and just see how execution plays out. Alright, both getting homeboys for the exterior. Will getting an empty warehouse. Sei getting a mobby warehouse.
Oh no.
Weirdly uncooperative.
I don't think that's gonna work. Okay, good.
Oh boy, yeah. Delicate moments there on Sei's side. Trying to make sure that he gets the mob spawns on the left side, as the first mob just would not jump down for the life of him. It just wasn't happening. Despite all that, I apologize, I wasn't really paying close attention to what was going on Will's side, but we are pretty much deadlocked here. I was so focused on the spawn issues on Sei's side that I didn't really see what was going on for Will.
I had an empty warehouse, had to reset, and then generic dudes.
Oh, generic. Oh.
Oh no.
But I,
Anything but generic.
Also, GG Will for losing the chain and then getting hit again in the next screen too.
Gosh.
For good measure.
Yeah, I hadn't gotten hit enough, you see. I had to reinforce the idea.
Pattern.
Oh, and GG Sei for losing the chain as well.
At least I don't have money issues.
It's true. All right.
What's going on over here, boys?
So, we enter Turk's room, weaponless and about a second apart. So very close. Weird split mob spawns on both screens.
What?
Just tons of nonsense.
That's unfortunate, man.
And they both have to go and collect the coin off to the side because they're using crate strats. Because no good weapon appeared. Will gets a mob spawn. Sei gets a homeboy spawn. But Will gets a pipe. Makes things a little bit easier. And yeah, Will is into the shopping
That
now.
sucked.
As Sei enters the shop. Looks like it is going to be about a 6-second differential here between the two as Will heads to the factory. Sei,
Always feels great when you have 4 mob in Turk's room and 0 of them have a weapon.
yeah.
I had the same thing. Actually, one of them had knuckles.
Oh, good.
But yes, I also felt blessed.
So yeah, Will exiting the menuing as Sei enters the menuing. Kobayashi down on Will's side. Kobayashi engaged on Sei's side. And now down as well. Burb Village for Will has a plague pattern that behaved. Almost a really good internationals pattern for Will, but misbehaving and then an extra weapon was involved, and yeah, you hate to see it. Sei getting some squid action here.
Once again.
Yeah. Really good catch on that last squid, though, before he could run off and try to get another weapon, so... Will getting a really clean plague kill in the gymnasium. Sei encountering what I can only imagine is the first time all night of potential health issues. Sei down to 1 bar of health, so a little delicate here down the stretch. Will having to hit a backup.
I hit myself with the crate like 6 times in the game.
Yeah, Will having to hit the backup gym jump with the skid cancel onto the hoop, but doing it very well. And in the twins fight, as Sei runs to the twins fight. So basically engaging as Will finishes. So there we go. Sei is through the twins. Will successfully defeats Simon. And it looks like Will's going to take game 15. Will is in with a time of 5:53. Sei looks like going to be right here in the low 6s, 6:02. So GG's to Will for winning game 15.
GG, Sei.
GG, Will.
Another hard-fought battle. Just, you know, not enough going Sei's way down the stretch to try to close the gap.
Well, it all depends now, I guess, on the frame count. Glad to have a little buffer now, just in case it doesn't go my way.
I don't know how much there is to be said for this, but it definitely dealt some emotional damage. It definitely, I was feeling the wind behind my sails big time before that happened, and so it might not have only cost me that race, but you never know, like, the execution that is affected by, you know, just the emotional state you're in, especially, like, I'm a very emotionally delicate soul, we'll say. And the thing, I think a lot of you are probably noticing that there is a difference in our gameplay. Will's gameplay is very, very, very sturdy. You're not going to see him make a ton of execution errors, especially under pressure. I've already, like, the race that we might frame count was decided by several key errors by me at the end, and I don't think that we can really say that for him yet. I mean, maybe he's lost time for mistakes, but never in critical moments. And so I think that if this series is to be decided by that, then I think that things played out as they should. I'd prefer that rather than just Will got bad luck in 6 races in a row, therefore he lost.
Hey, it's not over yet. There's still potentially
Exactly.
6 races
I
in a
hope
row.
that doesn't happen, what I just said.
Yeah, for sure. There's still lots of races to be run potentially, and again, when we look at the stats in here, I'm gonna change us over to the stat screen just so you folks can see what we're dealing with here. Again, I want to reiterate, you folks are both the same average time, 15 races in now.
Nice PB thing.
Yeah, thanks. I thought it would be a nice little touch there. But okay, 15 races in, you're both averaging 5:51. Your average times are the same. Like, it's still crazy. You know, Will has 6 successful runs with the chain to Sei's 5. For all we know, that's the difference maker. But yeah, no, Sei, I am with you entirely. You know, sometimes it just feels like the RNG tide kind of turns against you. You know, like the game gives you something and you give it a little bit back, and that's all. It feels like it's all it needs, and then it just wants to, you know, take you around back and you know, just give you a bad time. So it yeah.
Have a day.
Have a day, yeah. Have a day indeed. So, okay, so yeah, we're going to give the runners like another 4 minutes or so to just kind of catch their breath before we go into the home stretch of races. I am going to start working on a frame count for race number 12. So, just so we can find out what the deal is. Because I do need to find out what the deal is. It is important.
I appreciate it, man. You're a wonderful host, and you're doing such a good job.
I just, I'm trying to make sure that we're being fair. Fair and even-handed. Bully trying to bring the dart songs to to the River City Ransom stream. You love to see it. Stand up if you love the RCR. Stand up if you love the RCR.
Seirea Army, interesting. I'll be right back. I have to relieve myself really quick.
Take your time. Oh, Bully, I love it.
No, Kitty, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay, folks, and we're back. So welcome back to what will likely be the home stretch. I think at this point, we probably wouldn't take a break between races 20 and 21. So at this point, we're in it for, at most, 6 more races. So welcome back, everybody. I do have the official frame counts for race number 12 for your listening pleasure here. So the official times, the times as we saw them on the stream, were per live split 5:54.74 for Will Bobsled and 5:54.92 for SeireaSong. The official frame count for Will Bobsled is 5:54.817. The official frame count for SeireaSong is 5:55.100, a 17 frame difference. That race is officially awarded to Will Bobsled. So we are keeping the score at 9 races to 6. And we'll update the stat sheet before the end of the goings on. But the official frame count, courtesy of our sponsors, sumwest.com/frame-count. You go to sumwest.com for all of your frame counting needs. So that is the tail of the tape for race number 12. So Seirea coming up 17 frames short on that race. But yeah, I believe, hopefully, say you got a little bit of a chance to take a breath and regroup a little bit, and let's see that a solid home stretch of races here.
I'm ready.
All right, so here's what I'm gonna do real quick. I'm gonna do that one last refresh of both streams. Bring them both back up to remove the lag that I had that slowly accumulate over the course of 5 races. Double audio for 3 seconds. As is tradition when I bring them both up. Okay, here we go. We've got the streams back up. Yeah, 17 frames is just a wild race number 12, to be sure. At present,
17 is prime, isn't it?
I believe it is. At present, race 12 stands as the turning point of the match. But we'll see how it plays out, because again, race is still to be run. Nobody's won anything yet. We have to get to 11. And we're 9 to 6. Will Bobsled leads 9 races to 6. As I believe it was Liberty that mentioned before we went to break, if only I could just reverse the streams, it would be 6 to 9, and that would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
But instead, it is Will Bobsled 9, SeireaSong 6. Folks, are you ready for race number 16?
I'm ready.
Let's do it.
Okay. Well, then in that case, let us start race number 16 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. I'll do a quick little sync up here.
Oh, the raid.
Looks pretty good. Looks pretty good there. Okay. Looks like the streams are synced pretty well.
Thank you so much for the raid, Schmitty.
Alright, and here we go. So, yo, Schmitty Games coming in hot with that raid. Thank you, Say, for calling that out. Yo,
Yeah,
Schmitty.
sorry, I didn't want to hijack your stream.
No, you're good, you're
It
good.
sounded like you were engaged with work.
Yeah, I was trying to make sure the streams got synced. Yo, Schmitty, thanks so much for that raid. Welcome everyone from Schmitty's stream. My name is Yelsrake, and I have lost my marbles. An excellent time to let people know who came in later than like the first 5 minutes of the stream that I have a new emote, Yells Lost. If you can help me find my lost marbles, Yells Lost in the chat, that will help out a lot. Schmitty, what were you up to tonight?
Saw that, Will.
Yeah, almost.
That was, yeah.
Yeah, there's a gnarly sequence there as Will almost jumped in the pit, but not quite. And Will with the Tommy Boy for the swag. After the death warp kind of went awry. Yo, nice. Happy to hear about some Super Dodgeball. Anything in the Kunio Kuniverse, cool by me. Thanks again for the raid. I really do appreciate it. Okay, so here we go. Blade has been dispatched on both streams, and we're making the run to Turk. Sei managed to navigate through a really tight gang spawn in the dump. Will not so lucky, losing the chain, getting hit twice. And we've got roughly, yeah, roughly a 3-second difference as Sei heads into warehouse pass number 2 in the lead.
Take
Oh,
that, Chocolate Doug.
Chocolate Doug taking the bullet on Sei's behalf. The bullet that he, in fact, shot.
Actually, that was very kind of him. I should have thanked him.
Yeah, it was. But still. Alright, so yeah, we are
I feel
into...
bad now.
We're into Turk's room. Again, Sei managing to keep a slight lead here, and a weapon advantage as well. Will having to reset. Bad gang spawn, he wasn't going to have enough money. Trading the box for a chain. As fortune would have it that a chain showed up. Unfortunately, it's the squids, and they're just not cooperating at all. Sei successfully dispatched
All right,
Mojo.
my squids were amazing.
Yeah. Sei with a good squids pattern, and took care of business on Mojo, got the book, and is off to the factory. Will just doing his shopping now. So Sei building a bit of a lead here, heading into the factory. Yes, it appears as though Sei won and Will lost the Squid Game. By the way, it's a great show if you haven't watched it yet. It's worth your time.
Very good.
Okay, Kobayashi is down on Seirea's side. Will just finishing
Very
the
glad.
equip.
I'm very glad that I recognized that I'd missed my dash on the top platform in the second room of the factory. Otherwise, I would have jumped into the pit.
Yikes. It's an excellent awareness there. As Sei gets an internationals pattern out in front of Ivan's room. A bit staggered, but easy to handle. So good stuff there. Let's see what kind of pattern Will gets.
Ah, right.
Will had a baller pattern for internationals, but couldn't get the dash in.
Oh
And-
no.
And so one of the internationals ended up picking up the tire and kind of walking away with it for a sec before Will recovered the pattern.
Weapons.
Sei managing the internationals in the gym, headed to Otis as Will enters the gym. Will gets Cowboys. So far, a relatively manageable pattern. Not great by any stretch, but tolerable. Sei nailing the gymnasium jump first try and on the way upstairs. Cowboys upstairs with at least one weapon. 2 weapons. 2 weapons. That's not
I
bad.
was lucky.
Will missing the gym jump, getting the backup, lost floating state, but gets the backup gym jump onto the hoop. Sei getting through the twins cleanly, off to Simon, as Will's chasing a cowboy down on the top floor as he runs to the pipe. Or to the stick, rather. And Sei taking care of business here as Will engages the twins. Sei is going to win game 16 with a time of 5:40. Will engaging Simon right now. Pipe to the back of the head. And it's going to be a sub 6, but it was not enough as Sei picks up a win, stops the rot, and brings it to 9-7.
GG, say.
That
Yes.
was a run where I got a lot of little tiny things where I was really lucky, including that winning the Squid Game in Mojo's room. I won it so heftily because after I took out the first 2 guys, the next 2 guys were not coming, they were not approaching, and so I just took a complete gamble and dashed and just pressed A, and they both appeared in the perfect place, and I got a double kill with blind double kill. That's so lucky, and that happened a few more times later in the run, so I just got some good behavior luck. But definitely definitely nice to stop the slide for sure.
Nice.
Yes, very good stuff.
Yeah, I had double homeboys in the middle game. I had 1590, so I took the first ones, but
Yeah.
my reaction wasn't so fast to realize I couldn't take homeboys in Mojos without taking Thor's coin. But yeah, Yeah, I mean, it is what it is. What it is. It's I just gradually lost more and more time as the run progressed. Was a bit unlucky, but
Yeah.
by the sounds of it, you played well. So,
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, I definitely felt your. Oh, sorry.
No, it's okay. It was a really good combination of luck and skill there. Like you said, you got lucky with a couple of those punches, like just good guesses. But I mean, again, you were smart enough to know that that guess is an option. You know, like you're not running headlong without a plan. You're like, no, if they're like they might be coming, and if they're coming, they're going to be right here, so I'm going to punch them in the face, and you got it right. You know, just like credit to you for that. So
Yeah, I definitely felt for you, Will, when I looked over and I saw you got the best international pattern and then you missed the dash. That one stings. And I also apologize to everybody in the stream because I often exclaim in reaction to things, and it's basically a 50-50 whether it's my thing, like what's happening to me, or what's happening to Will. So sorry, that's probably confusing.
no, it's all good. Like the live reactions, it's good that it's always good that you jump in and clarify that for sure. But it's the emotion is always welcome. You are permitted to emote. Okay, so there we go.
To throw my chair through a window and pop off.
9-7, folks, as we enter game 17. Will still with some work to do. Say still with some work to do to catch up. Let's see, can Will get into double figures, or is Say going to close the gap even more? Let's find out. Runners, are you ready?
ready to go.
I'm ready once I can fix my hair. Okay.
Hey,
let's just give up on that. I'm ready.
Hair is important. I give time for hair all the time. So.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So are you good to go, Say?
I am.
Excellent. Okay. Well, in that case, let us start game number 17 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Oh, I missed a dash. It's over.
I hear some small frame dropping on Will's side, so I will resync everything. Much to Say's chagrin, I'm going to end up pausing him for a couple seconds.
No, it's
Like,
okay.
no, I was in the lead. All right, here we go, folks. Game number 17. Will Bobsled sits at 9 wins. SeireaSong sits at 7 wins. This is completely up for grabs. It is not over by any stretch. And here we are. We've made it through to Roxy. Looks like Will does have a small lead at this point. I'm not sure if it was due to I was worried about the sync, so I think I either Say got hit a couple times or once.
I had an empty dump.
Oh, okay, so nice lagless movement there.
And
So
I
it's...
missed it.
Oh, you missed a
couple
dash.
dashes, too.
Yeah. You did say that. You exclaimed
All
at the
it
start.
takes.
All right, we
This could be bad.
got some more frame dropping on Will's side. I will resync the streams. No worries there if needed. It doesn't look that bad. All right, so we've got uncooperative gangs abound. Both screens. We've got some serious nonsense here. Like for reals. There's some junk going on here. So despite the frame drops, Will's stream is catching right back up when it comes back too. So well, I can say with confidence, oh, that is an unfortunate bounce on Will's side. Having to take the Tommy Boy for the death. And Say takes an early lead into Blade.
You hate to see the bad bounce.
Yeah. Oh no, everything's going wrong.
Say losing the chain. Will losing his marbles.
Empty dump.
At least we finally started the campaign to find marbles.
Yes.
Help is on the way.
Help is on the way. We've got the milk cartons out to try to help and find the lost marbles. Maybe someday we'll get there. Say with an empty warehouse on the second pass. And Will losing the chain. Everybody loses the chain game. So Sei, unarmed, is greeted by a mob spawn and gets a pipe for his troubles, which is fantastic.
Yeah. They really cooperated too.
Yeah. Hey Domino, how we doing? And Moose, good to see you. Hope everybody's doing all right. Will getting a mob spawn here. I don't know if that was a reset, or like a room reset or not. I kind of looked away at the wrong time. But they both have lead pipes, which is good. Kind of helps make up for the fact that they're missing a chain. Sei is through Mojo now, and into shopping, whereas Will dealing with some squids in Mojo's room, getting a bad coin bounce on an otherwise really clean clear. Mojo is down now. And yo, Mickey Dad Rad, welcome in. Thanks so much for the raid. My name is Yells Reagan. I've lost my marbles. Thanks so much for that Mickey Dad raid. What were you up to tonight? We are doing some River City Ransom races here. It's a best of 21 series between willbobsled and SeireaSong. We're in the throes of it right now. We are in race number 17 out of 21. It's 9 races to 7. Well, thanks again for the raid. Hope you had a good stream. Will equipping Stone Hands and heading for Kobayashi. And Sei gets a... yeah, that looks like the right pattern for internationals. Out front of Ivan. Mm-hmm. Fantastic stuff. Yeah, best of 21. These runs go by fast. Nikki, thank you for putting the word out about the lost marbles. I do appreciate it. Sei getting a pretty nice plague pattern. Like, not the best on the second set of spawns, but the first set grouped very nicely. Otis goes down as Will engages Ivan. Sei with the third try Jim jump. Better than no try. And onto the top floor, greeted by Cowboys. Will's got Cowboys. Will's got Cowboys in the gym, and he gets the split spawn for the back half of the Cowboys spawn. You hate to see it.
Oh no.
Sei engaging the twins. Twins are down. Oh, this apparently the theme this race is third try Jim jump, as Will hits third try Jim jump as well. Plague in the top floor for Will. Simon is dead on Sei's side, as Will runs to the twins, but it is too late, as SeireaSong wins race number 17 with a 5:43. Twins are down as Will runs over to engage Simon to finish this off.
GG Sei, very nice time.
GG Will, thank you, man.
Yep, got a little frame drop in here again.
Yeah,
that's
it looks
okay.
like you got. It looks like you got really bad luck in the mid game again.
Yeah, the early game and the middle game was pretty terrible. I had jocks in the warehouse, and it took a good 15 seconds for the first one to approach the wall. Then I missed the jump for the second pair and messed up the Rocco fight as well, and the blade fight. The whole thing was a shambles.
Okay, so again, that we were closing the gap here. This brings the race total to Will Bobsled with 9 and SeireaSong with 8. And if I didn't do a frame count of race number 12, you could argue it would be 8.5 to 8.5, but that's okay. We've got some action here. We've got some really close movement here. Coming down the home stretch, up to 4 races left to go before somebody can hit 11. So, at least 2, at most 4. It's getting really exciting now. Every race becoming more and more critical than the last. Oh yeah, now this is where we want to be for sure. Will did extend the lead to the largest lead we've seen so far at 9-6, but Seirea battling back, winning the last 2 races, trying to pull it level. Let's see if he can do it in race number 18. Racers, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Ready to go.
Fantastic. So, hey, Mushroom Powers, thanks for all the good luck for the runners. They will certainly take it. This game's just painful when it comes to luck, but we'll see what it gives them this time. So, race number 18 is going to start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Thank you, Dad Red. I do sometimes react to Will's screen when in the middle of my race, and whether or not that's a good idea, you will be hearing me commentate on Will's runs sometimes while I'm playing. Usually to bemoan the luck he's getting whenever he's getting bad luck, or to wish him luck when he's on PB pace, because he's gotten possibly 2 PBs so far, which is incredible.
Yeah, so just to kind of recap for folks what's been going on tonight, as Say mentioned, Will has gotten 2 535s, both of which would be a PB compared to his PB from prior attempts. They might have been in succession, like one, we're not sure which one exactly was faster, a frame count would be necessary. He might have gotten 2 PBs tonight. But as well, with all credit to Will, SeireaSong has also posted a 533 tonight, which is not his PB, but it is the second fastest recorded run ever of this game and this category. So we've had a lot of high quality times coming in tonight. So we've got jocks everywhere, and unfortunate jumping everywhere as well. Yeah, some very awkward platforming on both screens. I'm again making sure that I've got separate streams up and I'm not looking at both in just one. I'm not looking at the same screen everywhere. But yeah, Will having to go for the backup Tommy Boy. We are neck and neck. Neck and neck. These are... I gotta put my Tommy Boy in chat.
Yes.
Right on top of each other, yet again. Despite...
BT.
Well, BT is booty time, so...
Oh, wait, no, you have booty time, but it was bottoms... No, not bottoms up.
Oh, yeah.
I forget what the name...
Yeah, no.
Upside down Tommy Boy was.
I can't remember either. I'm forgetting now. But, as a permanent tier 3 emote holder of my own emotes, I can do the horizontal flip on the Tommy Boy to just turn it around.
Nice.
GG to both of you for losing the chain on the same screen.
I ran right into him, too. I had to move down to get hit by him.
Say taking a small lead into the warehouse. We got a little bit of frame dropping on Will's side, so we will sync it back up. There we go. So again, both weaponless, entering Turk's room. Will opting to take box strats. The box betraying Will for a moment here, but managing to get through Turk okay.
How dare it?
I know. After all they've been through together. Will finding a chain in Mojo's room, which will help a lot. Say dispatching Mojo. And exiting the screen right as Will starts the Mojo fight.
Don't know how that happened. Don't look. Don't look.
I didn't see anything.
I didn't see anything either, legitimately.
Oh, okay. I quote unquote didn't see anything.
I could hear the deception in your voice.
Yeah, I can't really play it off very well, I'll admit. Alright, Say doing the menuing to... Say equipping Stone Hands into the room transition as Will now gets to equipping Stone Hands. Say dispatching Kobayashi, and off to Burb Village he goes. Will entering Kobayashi's room now. But again, we have seen RNG swings take care of this type of gap before, so we'll see what happens here. Say getting squids outside of the high school, but lined up for him pretty well, so pretty clean dispatch there. Oh, there were 3 weapons. There's a pipe over there. Nice. Will getting a bit of a staggered internationals pattern outside of the high school, but cleans it up real nice. Off to Ivan. Say getting...
Arcus joust!
Arcus. Say getting cowboys in the gymnasium and having a little joust with the 4th cowboy that just... I think that was Block Guy. Just refusing to cooperate.
Yep.
Hey, I'll be honest. I'm proud of myself. That's the first time I think I've correctly identified Block Guy, so I'll take it.
Nice. You got the messy hair.
Alright, Say up on the top floor as Will dispatches Otis. Say did hit the gym jump first try, and so does Will. Will having a bit of a block party with some plague as Say runs to the twins. Twins get split. Say recovers it just in the nick of time as Will engages the twins.
I got really lucky, guys.
Hey, you know, sometimes a little bit of luck is all it takes. Simon is down and dead for Say. Waiting for the final time. We've got synchronized blinking, but Say got there first. Say is going to win race number 18 with a 5:50. Will comes in with a 5:55.
GG Say.
GG, Will. You must have had an awesome gym and top floor.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad at all. There was a bit of blocking upstairs. Yeah, the late game was good. Just the middle game caused me problems. For one thing, I didn't practice my crate kills, apparently, on Turk. I tried to do... I've seen the way you do it, how you... Basically, you use the crate the same way you would use the chain, but I overthrew it, and then he walked out of the way, and I hit myself. So...
Yeah, the one time that I tried to do that backup during these races, I did the same thing. It's pretty difficult to get that throw.
The spacing, yeah. I think I'm just going to stick with treating it like a Rocco kill for the remaining 3 races. Assuming I lose the chain again, which is bound to happen.
Right.
So yeah.
Who's hoping?
So again, and after all of that, SeireaSong has won 3 races on the spin here to come back and tie it up at 9. With, again, at least 2 races left, at most 3 races left. We are on the home stretch here, and we are tied. We are deadlocked at 9 races apiece. You couldn't ask for anything better. You really couldn't.
Such a pleasure and an honor, guys.
If I may, really quick, I'm just gonna slide on over to the stats screen just so you folks can see that we do have a tiny bit of separation here. While we are tied at 9 races apiece, again the best runs for the night remain unchanged. The average times, however, will sliding back a little bit into the 5:52 range, whereas Say has continued to produce really low times these last 3 races, bringing his average down to 5:50. So a little bit of differentiation here in the average race times, but still, and then 6 chains apiece as far as the success in bringing the chain to Turk. So again, all to play for here in these next 2 to 3 races. Let's see how it goes. Folks, are you ready for race number 19?
I'm ready.
You be.
All right, well, in that case, let's get this going. Let us start race number 19 in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Formation.
Yeah, let's see those let's goes in the chat. Best of order, please, chat. Thank you, Patak. Oh, I loving all the darts commentary.
Sidewalk time. bro. Thank you.
Okay. At Roxy, looks like, I believe, Sei has a tiny lead here.
Okay. What will the warehouses give us this time?
Let us find out.
This coin. I'm gonna keep him up there.
Okay, it looks like Will's got some jocks to contend with. Sei has some slightly misbehaving homeboys to contend with, but managing it pretty well. That jock just will
just gonna
not.
get it.
Man.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, that jock took roughly forever into half a day to get over to Will. So this is giving Sei a bit of a cushion here to start race number 19.
Do a box sled.
To a box sled.
If this is Downtown to Catch a Story, then I believe that one jock was about 60% of the story.
Oh my goodness. I don't know what percentage squids in the dump are, but Sei, GG on losing your chain.
They're like 5 or 10% or something like that. They're not the lowest by any
Oh,
means.
okay.
In the dump,
In the dump, yeah.
1%. Mob's also 1%. And
They are?
homeboy.
I
So-
see them fairly often. What the heck?
In downtown, I see them all the time. They are 5% in the downtown, though.
It's okay. So Will getting free real estate, which means he's going to get homeboys here in the warehouse. Sei entering Turk's room, was gifted a pipe by one of the mob members there, which is nice. Actually, there's 2 pipes. Take your pick.
Yeah, very lucky again.
Will successfully taking the chain all the way to Turk. And then he gets it hit out of his hands, but it still counts. Turk is down. Sei getting a moonwalking Doug in Mojo's room. But
I could have
and-
avoided that because if I had moved up and down before that, I would have lined them up perfectly, but I need to get better at doing that instinctively.
all right, Sei at the shopping. Sei leaving the shop at the moment Will enters the shop. So you've got probably about a 5-second differential here.
It's not smart.
I'll do a time check here. Oh, it's a bit more than 5, looks like. Also, Will took a hit outside of the factory, so we're looking at about 7 seconds difference. As Sei equips stone hands and goes through the door, Will enters the equip screen. Sei with the shakedown, with the Easy JP version of the shakedown. And onward and
Sorry,
upward.
Will, that's all I'm gonna give you.
Into Burb Village he goes. Those internationals behaved. He gets an internationals pattern with the tire. Bit staggered, but easily handled. Will also getting a slightly less staggered internationals pattern. So pick up a tiny bit of time there. But will it be enough? Sei getting a baller plague pattern downstairs in the gym. That's going to be tough to compete with.
There it is, I got it, okay.
Was that a gold split you were looking for there, Sei?
Yeah.
Nice.
I got the exact same shot.
Yeah. Alright, Sei on the top floor now. Blocking guy. Misbehaving a little bit, walking away with a weapon rather than engaging. But let's see what Sei does here with the twins. As Will gets to the top floor and is greeted by some plague with a couple weapons. Sei is through the twins, as Will gets Block Guy walking away from him as well. That's a theme this run, apparently. Will re-engages floating state just in time for the fight, but you know what? Simon's already dead on this other screen over here. What kind of time is Sei gonna report here? A 5:36. And SeireaSong
On time,
takes
Sei.
game
GG.
19.
Thank you so much.
SeireaSong engaging the equivalent of beast mode here, rattling off 4 wins in the last 4 races to go from 9-6 down to 10-9 up as we close in on the end of the best of 21. But can Will extend it to the 21st race? We will see. But GG's to Sei on that amazing run.
Thank you so much.
I messed up the
Yeah,
gym
that-
jump, but I felt like I fought back really hard from that run.
You did.
So the fact that you were still ahead was it was motivation for me to play like the top that I could. But yeah, you played well by the sounds of it.
Yeah, it was the 3rd time that I got that perfect plague pattern in the gym. The second time I messed up the second pair. I think I went too early, and I waited a little bit, like a split second after collecting the coins for the first pair. I think maybe that affected them being together on the right, because I also waited the first time that I got that pattern when they were perfect. So we'll see if there is a way that you can, get it the same every time. This is River City Ransom we're talking about, so I don't know. But it was nice to be able to nail that best split.
Just for reference, I'll point out that I missed the gym jump, so I've got +8 for my twins split. I lost 21 seconds to the jocks and still got a 5:51.
Crazy.
That's amazing. Yeah,
Yeah.
I also was 8 seconds behind after the warehouse. Granted, or 9 seconds. Granted, that is after my world record has a 122 warehouse, but still, that just shows you like this.
There's
game,
a lot of
there-
potential
there's
left in the
chunks of
run.
time everywhere, and nothing ever quite lines up the way that you would want it to, and that's just that's just the way it is.
So true.
Some things will never change.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it. But...
I'm happy to say it.
I'm happy to be Sei.
Hey, there we go. See, it all works out.
Sei.
Say, okay, so very important now. Game 20. SeireaSong, again, from 9-6 down, has won 4 races in a row and now leads 10-9. Game point, match point, as it were. For the first time all night, somebody is on match point, and it's SeireaSong in prime position to potentially put this away. But can Will fight back? Let's find out. Let's see if Will can break the streak, because again, Will won like 3 or 4 races in a row in the middle of this, and now Sei is in a position where 1 more will do it, but that would also be 5 in a row, and that would be a heck of a way to finish. So let's find out. Racers, are you ready?
I'm ready.
I'm super ready.
Excellent, excellent. So again, let's get it going. Let's not wait any longer. Race number 20 starts in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alright, we still have a really good sync here. Let's see what race number 20 has to offer. The tension is palpable at this point. Yes, best of luck to both the runners.
See, we entered post grotto on the same frame. That was pretty cool. Oh, this is close.
Yeah, it's pretty much synced to Roxy. So again, no distinct advantage one way or the other just yet. So we'll see what the warehouse has on offer this time. The warehouse has been key in some of the really good and really bad luck. You'd like to see a bit of evenness here. See where it goes. We've got free real estate on Will's side, which means we know for a fact a homeboy spawn is coming. Say getting the homeboy spawn as well. Pretty close here as we do the jumping. Will getting an unfortunate split spawn on the homeboys here. Having to wait for that coin was the only way. However, Rocco giving Say the business a little bit here. So Will successfully recovering. I didn't see. I'm not sure if it was an overthrow or just like a miss. Yeah. Okay.
I overthrew it by like a pixel or two.
Oh, it's so close. It's I can't express how easy it is to just accidentally overthrow the crate on Rocco. Instead of hitting him on the forehead, you just throw it over his head and then everything goes haywire. So, okay, they're both on the run to Turk. They've both lost the chain. Will had a little bit of money issue because he couldn't pick up that last homeboy's coin because of the split spawn. But still ahead. Will enters the warehouse. And Say is about, let's say about 6 or 7 seconds behind. Thereabouts. Both unarmed as they head over to Turk's room. Will is greeted with multiple pipes. And Say gets a brass knuckle buffet. But Turk is down on both screens.
Perfect change for me.
Will getting the exact change percent. Say getting
Nice.
Get rich percent with the internationals.
We'll keep that up for a little while.
Yeah. Will doing the shopping. 0 yen to his name. But he has stone hands. And that's all that matters. Off to the factory we go. Say coming out of the shop. And off to the factory he goes as well.
Ooh-wah.
Made it through up. Alright, Will doing the equip. Say heading to the equip. Kobayashi is down on Will's screen as Say exits the equip menu and goes into Kobayashi. Kobayashi down on Say's screen as Will enters Burb Village. Let's see what happens here in Burb. Well-behaving internationals there. Squids on Will's screen. Weapons everywhere. Because squids are jerks. They don't try to go and get the weapon, they just back up, and they're jerks. Say getting a kind of slow split international spawn. Making the most of it. Will getting a good plague pattern, but just a little early on that punch. And being given the business briefly by the second pair of plague, but takes them out in due course. Say looking like squids in the gym. You love to see that. Not.
5%.
The old 5%ers. Will hits the gym jump first try, it looked like. Say headed for the gym jump now. Will dealing with the plague on the top floor. Does this guy have a weapon too? Yes, he does. But he's too slow. Shoutouts to Easy JP. Will enters the twins fight.
That's not good. GG.
Oh, wow. Oh, no, GG. Oh, dear.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, no. And Simon
I'm
blocking.
so sorry, Will.
Simon.
No, that was all mine.
Oh dear, yeah. Will got to the Simon fight. Say chillin' for the 10 seconds because couldn't get the dialogue skip, but it doesn't matter. The run back takes a lot longer than 10 seconds. You hate to see it.
Rats.
But Simon is going to deprive us of game 21. As Say is going to take it with a 6-12, right as Will gets back to Simon's room.
Rats.
Say going to queue up a celebratory box sled, it looks like.
Took that one. Oh.
And Will, with our first unintentional death of the entire series. Literally.
What a choke.
What a choke. Finishes with a 6:33. GG's to both runners.
GG, Say, well played. Congratulations.
Well done, man. Amazing races. You hate to see it happen like that, but it was definitely such a blast to compete with you, man. And I was, I definitely didn't feel like, I feel like what I wanted out of this was by far already achieved, just getting to this point. So I would have been totally fine with the game 21, but it's definitely an honor to walk away with the spoils here.
And well deserved as well. I gave it my all. I'm not going to make excuses. Your average time was better. Your best time was better. I think you had more chains than me as well. You deserve the win. Congratulations.
I will clarify that one. Will actually won the chains 7-6.
Oh, rematch. Game 21.
Well, I will say, Liberty has suggested that you do a sauna percent run for run 21.
Ah. For all the marbles? To find the marbles?
Yeah, see if you can find the marbles in the sauna for me, if you're interested.
I'm keen for a sauna run if you want, say.
Yeah, I have forgotten how to do a box sled, so I think it's time.
Yeah, I'm going for it as well.
There was one where I was in the direct center of the crate detection area, and it still hit me. I have no idea how it happened.
What fight was that?
No, I'm going for a box sled right now.
Oh, you're going for it now. I was
Yeah.
I was going to do it during the sauna run.
Oh, I see. No, I'm not going for one during the sauna run because apparently my consistency with the box sled is near 0% these days. So I think I'm gonna have to play it safe, and then you can show everybody. What? How is that not working? I'm landing right in the middle of it. And okay, apparently the game says you won the best of 21. You cannot do the box sled. You can't have your cake and eat it too.
But yeah, real quick, while the two runners get set up for just a nice, relaxing sauna run to finish this off, let's go to the stat sheet. So here you go, 20 races in. SeireaSong wins 11 races to 9. Best times for the night, Seirea had a 5:33. Will had a pair of 5:35s and potentially 2 PBs on the night. The average time, SeireaSong came on real strong at the end and ended up with an average time of 5:51, whereas Will, very, very strong times early on, tapered off a little bit down the stretch, ended up with an average time of 5:54, and successful chain carries from Blade to Turk, Will had 7 and Seirea had 6. So again, these are very, very close stats, extraordinarily close. You can't really separate them that much. And again, the scoreline tells the story. It was just 11-9. So yeah, if you two are ready, would you care to do a timed sauna run, a timed sauna race for race number 21?
Do we do that in the English version? Is that how you have enough money?
You'll have enough in both.
I see Will's going right now.
Well, yeah, but yeah, that's okay. You should be able to do it in either one because you don't. You start with 2,000 yen. That's enough for a sauna, right?
Yeah, I think it's only 280 in Japanese. Hang on. I'll pull up my dedicated sauna splits. I don't have it saved, apparently. Lies, it's the most important category. Not happy about that.
I mean,
Okay, well,
I can't imagine that the sauna costs 2,000 yen, so you're probably good to just do the sauna.
It's definitely affordable. There's no question about that. But I'll play in the English version anyway, in the US version.
Oh yeah, 350. Yeah, okay. I should have used my brain for a second. I've not been known to do that.
All right, so yeah, you can choose if you want to switch over to the US version or keep running the Japanese version for the sauna run.
Because the Roxy cutscene is slightly faster in the Japanese version, so I will, in interest of fairness.
That's fair.
Let's go.
Okay, I'm probably going to throw by trying a box sled anyway.
That's okay. It's what everybody wants to see. So.
I can't count. Liberty, help me.
Thank. Hey, say thank.
Welk.
Okay, let's get over to those ransom notes, and let's do a sauna % run to finish this off.
This is it. Liberty says, I do math, not arithmetic. Wow.
Okay, so we'll go ahead over to the ransom note and we can get this started.
Oh yes, of course.
Sauna, I guess Sauna plus box sled % is a little slightly more than arithmetic, I guess.
Yeah.
Just barely.
Okay, runners, are you ready for race number 21, the sauna % run?
I'm ready.
I need to relax.
Yeah. Okay, let's get the sauna % run started in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Sauna pants. For maximum comfort, everyone wears jeans, except for Ryan. He wears sweatpants, because he knows what comfort is.
Yes, if anybody in chat, if you've got your booty times, now is the great time to spam it.
Sidewalk time.
It's great to see everyone. Thanks everybody so much for hanging out for this. This has been a great event. This was the brainchild of Will and Sei. I was happy to offer the services of my stream and of my commentary over the top of it because they wanted to do these races. They had the format idea, and props to them. They put on a great show. I just just tried to make sure that on the back end we could present it in a fun way for everybody to watch, so that everybody could enjoy it. Because it seemed like such a cool concept. I mean, really, this gets me interested. Like, when I come back to RCR, I want to run... I haven't run this category yet, and I'm looking forward to it, because it looks like a whole lot of fun. So, I'm just really excited to see the caliber of runs that these two have brought to the table. I hear squeals from Sei, which means something went wrong. Oh, yes.
People hurt you in this difficulty mode.
Lots of long stuns on Sei's side. You hate to see it. Will picking up the box. And in this race, the goal is to just get to the sauna. But Will wants to get there with style.
Rats.
Come on, Will.
Oh, I heard a rats.
What am I doing?
I will try one more time.
Oh, Will got the throw. He got onto the crate, but he couldn't quite land the finish.
Okay, you keep it.
And that's a 213 for me.
GG, Sei.
I didn't have correct splits.
Yeah, because it wasn't like your final split or anything. So
Okay, well, abandon box sled.
Yeah, I should have not been too lazy.
It's a lot more difficult when there are two guys.
Sideburns.
Yeah.
rats.
Okay.
Rats on the box sled
Booty
attempts. Let's get that booty time for Will. Oh, say so close. GG Will on the booty time.
GG
Say wins the best of
Congratulations
21
once again.
and the sauna
Well
percent
deserved.
race.
GG Will. GG's Will. Thank you. I believe this was mostly your idea, and I was just sort of like, yes, please. This is my first time sort of doing like official races, and I was looking forward to this ever since you first brought it up, and it's I'm so grateful to both of you for pulling this together. And I said it earlier when I was behind 6-9, but I still believe it to be the case that, well, first of all, if you don't know, Will Bobsled currently holds the world record in the most competitive category of speedrunning this game, which is the novice difficulty mode. And Yells Rake held the world record for a long time at 6:38, which was an absurdly clean run. And then Will Bobsled came and in the course of like 2 months revolutionized everything. We called it the River City Renaissance. He changed every single boss fight. He discovered new time saves, new tricks, looked into the game and like decompiled how it worked in every sense. And now he has a world record of 5 minutes and 58 seconds after a long and intense grind. And he's just so good at the game, and it's just impossible to describe. And I'm grateful just to have the chance to compete with him at all. So thank you both, and I'm so grateful to all of you for hanging out and watching and supporting River City Ransom, supporting Yells, and just hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah, it's been a really really awesome environment to race in. When we originally came up with the idea for this, it was more like a casual thing of, well, it's only going to be 2021 once, so we can't use the double entendre of best of 21 anytime after this. Let's get it off the ground. And thank you so much, Yells. Pardon me. Thank you so much, Yells, for being involved as well. The commentary was fantastic. Yeah, like I said, it was
yeah, it was amazing.
Yeah, as well as being great fun, I feel like it was a very good production value as well. With say you making the video to advertise the event in advance, and Yells with the layouts. I feel like I'm the one that's tagging along, but yeah,
The layouts look amazing. I'm really glad you mentioned all that.
Yeah, thank you to the chat. Thank you for bringing all the hype. It's been a lot of fun. As it's the definition of easy JP, yeah, easy and fun. And, glad that we could share this with you.
Yeah, definitely can't thank Chad enough for hanging out with us all night. It's been a really good time. Again, like I will take every opportunity that I can to put as many eyes in front of River City Ransom as I possibly can. It was my first ever speedrun. You know, I have a deep affinity for this game. I love all the work that both of you have put into this game. Again, I'm looking forward to coming back to it at some point myself once I find my marbles. And yeah, no, it's just been a blast. You know, like it's just been fantastic. So I'm grateful that we were able to pull this off. You know, I'm glad I haven't lost my voice yet, which is good. Yo, say nailing the box sled, we got it. You love to see it.
It only took me about 50 attempts.
By
the way, Will Bobsled performed the box sled first try during a marathon run during a marathon.
Yes, if you have a chance to check out Will Bobsled's PAX Australia speedrun of River City Ransom, he hits the box sled first try in a run that ends up being
that I just spent 20 minutes trying to do.
Like a sub 7 deathless run, like no intentional death run. Yeah, it's a thing of beauty all the way through. But yeah, I mean, like, yeah, kind words all around. Everybody did a fantastic job. Any final thoughts before we find a raid target?
Rematch with Advanced next year. Advanced difficulty category for the best of 21. Best of 22.
Oh my god, let's do it.
It sounds like a nightmare, but yeah, I hope we can do something similar to this again. It was a close race, and I'm looking forward to hopefully trying to get 1-for-1 with the series, and the tie back up.
Yeah, I'm happy to do it again with you. It'll be a great show either way.
Sure.
So
do anything you guys want to do. That I've been thinking lately about how being able to be sort of a part of the speedrunning community at large is so awesome for me. It's allowed me to meet some of my favorite people, and I feel like I barely dipped my toes in, and I'm so excited to, you know, dive deeper. And I say it a lot, I beat a lot of dead horses, but I'm so grateful to have any of these chances and to have met any of you. Thank you so much for allowing me in.
I mean, you know, like I feel like all I can do is carry the torch, particularly for like the NES speedrunning community at large, which has always been like nothing but welcoming to me, to like everybody else that I've ever met that wanted to speedrun an NES game. You know, so I'm like certainly not the standard bearer, you know, because there's plenty of folks that were before me that open arms anybody who wants to speedrun a Nintendo game. Nice Tommy Boy with Kobayashi, by the way.
It is a beautiful cycle where it's just like it keeps on giving.
Yeah, so like that, I just always want to try to pay that forward, and yeah, you know, like the fact that anybody feels welcome to speedrun an NES game and feels like there's a good, healthy, friendly community here just warms my heart. The more the merrier. Let's keep it going.
As far as River City Ransom speedruns specifically go, I'm currently working on a more up-to-date version of the of a speedrunning tutorial. So if you're keen to give this a shot going forward in the future, then hopefully there'll be some more resources available so that you can do what Say and I do, and Yells as well. It's a lot of fun. It's not as difficult as it looks, even though I choked the Simon fight. There are a bunch of different categories and number of different ways to play the game. It's a new way to embrace an old classic. So, keep your eyes on the community if you're going forward, and hope to see you on the circuit.
Indeed. So on that note, so I think, hey Laws, you're just catching us right at the end of this whole shenanigans here. I'm gonna send us in the direction of some hot jams. All right. Regular viewer Angry Scootsman is doing a bit of spin rhythm right now. It's a really, really awesome rhythm game, and he is one of the best that I've known to play it. So we're gonna go and check out what Scoots is up to. Go to Scootsburg and wish him some luck and give him some love. Alrighty. So thanks everybody so much for watching. We'll do this again. And then I'll actually be back, you know, doing my own stream at some point for sure. So as soon as work lets me, I'll be back to the blindfolded shenanigans. But again, on behalf of Will and Say, this is Yells and, you know, a faithful chunk of the RCR community signing off. We'll see you another time.
Thanks so much, everybody.
Take care all.